we are plus one shot, and we are playing City of Mist. It's a new game I found. I thought I'd drag some of my friends along to join me in learning how to play and seeing what it has to offer. City of Mist is a noir mystery game with superpowers. So it's kind of an interesting idea. It's created by Son of Oak Games.
Based on Powered by the Apocalypse, right?
Yes, it is it's a Powered by the Apocalypse type game. So the theme books, the 2d6 dice system. So yeah, this will be our test of their all-seeing eye adventure, and and then assuming it all goes well and we know what we're doing, I'll make an actual story that has some more stuff to it. That's true. We don't know what we're doing.
That's why this is a play test.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. Well then, I guess I will sort of get this started. Where did a little bit of ambiance music? Where did it go? No, looks like it doesn't want to play.
I hear it.
A little bit of music?
You
No
hear it.
music. I don't hear music.
I did
It's
hear
just
it.
me.
I heard it.
Is it gone?
It's back.
Okay.
I hear it. I hear it.
Very cool, very cool.
Button.
Okay, cool. Glad that everything is working. Yes. So we will load up the office. This is everyone's office. This is the office of the all-seeing eye.
I don't see it.
What? You guys don't see it?
This is the office of the no-seeing eye.
That's...
Can you guys see it?
I see my character sheet.
I see blackness, darkness.
Oh, do I just close my character sheet? Yes, blackness, darkness. Technical terms. I see everyone's cursor, so that's good.
We didn't.
Somebody
give
turn
you
the lights on in the office.
flick.
What did I do? Why is there no light?
Let there be, etc.
Oh, sorry. I think that's actually my job.
Could it be we don't have tokens?
We do have tokens.
I don't have tokens.
I guess I have a token.
It's technically there, you just can't see.
Well, it's hot for me. Like the border is highlighted, so I can move it, but I can't see anything else.
All I can do is zoom in and zoom out.
Like the light, there's a light on in the place. There's global illumination.
Mm-mm.
I hear music now.
Yeah, I hear the music.
Maybe it's still
Something wrong with my
loading.
settings?
Damn it.
Oh, I see
Oh,
something.
There we
I
go.
see it.
Yay, okay.
Perfect.
What did you did?
I use some like token visibility issue. Token vision. Apparently like it was so I guess your tokens don't have vision in here for some reason.
Mm.
I don't know. Okay. Well, I apologize for that.
That's fine.
Okay. So, everybody, this is your office of the all-seeing eye. You can be wherever you would want to be.
Sitting at me
Where's
desk.
the couch?
Wait, I feel like this is honestly, this is probably my desk.
Yeah, I think that's probably the secretary's desk. If you
Big
have one.
desk for me. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, we have 2 bathrooms?
No, just one. You can just see someone
It's
else's.
probably for our neighbors, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my
Our
god, we're voyeurs!
It's not a window, it's a wall.
Not a window!
Not
it's
yet.
a wall!
Whoa!
It's exactly why I took engineering. I'm going to build a window.
Into our neighbor's bathroom.
But I don't want to be a
Yes.
voyeur.
You brought it up.
But the reaction was, oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
So it is another overcast, somber afternoon in the city. Traffic is nervously crawling through the rain at rush hour. Angry
Why
drivers.
is it nervous?
Because it's raining. Nervously driving, so you don't crash into people.
Yeah.
Angry drivers are honking at the lights while thunder rolls overhead. Somewhere in a residential neighborhood, our camera slowly walks itself down the street to the restaurant cafe below you. The smell of coffee wafting in the air. The camera then proceeds up through a fire escape and in through a window in the hallway. And the camera then zooms in on a sort of a shabby apartment building or apartment set of apartment rooms, moving down a corridor, ending in a milky glass door. The glass is inscribed with a pyramid and an eye above the etched caption, "All-Seeing Eye Investigation." This is your office, a cramped space that doubles as a bedroom when needed. Someone has to crash. It's got like a tiny little kitchen in it. I know it's not in the image, but you have just a tiny little kitchen. Always seems to be stocked. You're not sure who's bringing in the food, but you can always rely on fresh coffee and a snack when needed. The floorboards shudder when a subway passes on the nearby rail, and at night the room is colored red by the crackling neon sign from the diner down below.
I see it. It's right there.
It is. This office is where you hold meetings with your barely existent clientele and where you keep most of your stuff. But while you'd like to call it charming, the truth is you can really only call it cheap. Since you've met, you've been searching for answers as a group of you, trying to find answers to your own family line, I guess we could say. Personal questions and also to grand mysteries. What the hell is going on in this city? You know that there are others like you out there, people with powers, and you know some of them are up to no good. You also know there's something covering their tracks to make people forget. This is why you started your crew, to reach out to those few who have witnessed strange incidents, investigate them, and find out the truth. I throw it to you. What do you all want to do? What are you discussing?
What kind of snacks do we have?
Pretty much you got fruit, nuts, granola bars.
I'll say 40s, 40 setting, probably just a bowl of mixed nuts. It's been there for probably too long.
Everybody reaches in. Nobody worries about it.
I worry about it. Tara definitely worries about it. She's asking that everyone
please put on the nut glove.
Please put on the nut glove if you're going to reach into the bowl. This is not.
Is it tongs? Do you scoop a little couple out with some tongs into your hand?
Yes,
it's way better than a nut glove.
I bought you all
nut glove is
these
a bad
gilded.
word.
I bought you all these gilded tongs uptown to use for the nut bowl. All I'm asking is that you use the nut tong.
Did you hear the narrator bullshitting about how we're in a shabby place?
First of all, Father would never. Daddy would never.
Like I said, you call it, quaint and comforting, and other people would just call it cheap.
I call it none of these things. Do you know how much the rent is in this townhouse? We have the whole floor to ourselves.
It's a whole $50 a month.
Yeah. This is late.
Wow, that hurts.
Late 30s. Yeah.
The rent is reduced since you live above a diner. You have to deal with a 24-hour diner, so you have to deal with the noise. But you get free coffee. So
I was gonna say, joke's on them. It's the best coffee in the world.
You guys keep talking about coffee. I'm gonna have to get up and make.
I know it's not good.
As you're discussing and looking at food and talking of the coffee that you could be getting, but maybe you don't need it. It's the late afternoon. The doorbell buzzes.
You're the boss of me.
The doorbell buzzes with 2 short, abrupt rings. You look at the glass door, but there is no silhouette behind it. What do you do?
Oh, Tara
What?
doesn't even get up. She's like, all right, well, back to what I was doing.
Vic will go check the door in case somebody dropped off a package or something.
Okay. As you do so, once you open the door, you see a piece of paper slowly floating down to the doorstep. There are cut out letters arranged to form a message. Please help us. We are in danger. Sharks in Miller Square. And a
Where are the
cutout
jets?
picture of a shark is glued under the lettering.
Oh yeah. Do you think that's possible? Like, do they mean real sharks? Is that like maybe like a gang or something?
My concern is, why would they leave a note and not ask for help? It seems counterintuitive to receiving help.
Actually,
you laughing?
at the door, or was there anyone actually at the door, or
Just saw this note kind of floating down.
is there a sender on an envelope, something?
No
No,
envelope.
usually when people cut letters out of magazines and newspapers, they don't spend the time to also find enough letters to sign their name.
Tara does get up and walk down through the rooms to go and see this letter for herself.
I help Vic will bring it over. Yeah,
Okay.
it's her office after all.
So it's wait, Aaron, your character's name is Vic?
Yes.
Yeah, Vincent. Vic's
Vincent,
fine.
Okay.
Victor.
Thank you, Vic. Very much appreciated. Tara is holding it like this, looking it over. It's very this is so creative. I love it. What who asks for help and doesn't leave a name? Who are we helping with this?
Exactly my point. You think if they needed help, they would have been like, "Hey, please help. We'll stick around for 5 minutes and tell you our problems."
You know, I hate to deny anyone the help that they're asking for. I'm gonna hand it to Sue. What do you make of this?
Same thing I said earlier. Do you think it's a real shark, or like it's a gang name? Have I ever heard of the sharks, Philip?
No.
I've
hoping
never
if
heard of
anyone
any
had.
sharks. I'm gonna like step slightly out of the door and look up since he said it drifted down.
Yeah, just like it drifted down as if like someone had like knocked on the door and then like, okay, and then like threw the letter and stepped away. So it was sort of like he as Vic opened the door, he saw it like finally hit the ground, I should say.
I was really
Seems
hoping that
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I was really hoping that because of Sue's ties with like street gangs and stuff that he might know something.
Apparently sharks aren't real.
They are real according to the note.
Yep, there are sharks in Miller Square.
I'm gonna sniff the note.
How close to the water is Miller Square?
It is not. Miller Square is sort of the center of the city. There is a docks. The city does border the water, but Miller Square is not.
You think it's like a card shark or like a loan shark thing?
Could be.
As you smell the paper, you do get a faint whiff of something, but you can't place it. It has a scent. If you smelled it again, you would be able to put the two together, but
I'm gonna sniff it again.
no, like if you came across that scent somewhere else, you would be like, oh hey, it's that thing.
It's not what you said.
It is what I said. If you can smell it again, you can put the two together.
He who smelt it dealt it.
This is a total derailment, but at work Saturday, somebody's money like had a very weird smell about it, and it like lingered the entire night, and we couldn't figure out what it was. It was either like bad chicken stock or like old pills. but it was hot. It was like a hot, terrible smell that infected everything else that like it was in the till.
So specific.
It was terrible.
Stick it in a bag.
We just kept spraying hand sanitizer in the drawer, hoping it would kill it. It didn't.
Didn't work.
Alright, so yeah, I don't know anything about this. Should we look at Miller Square? How far away is Miller Square?
How far away?
Miller Square is just a sort of a downtown area. It's basically a corner. Like it's a corner of the street, and it's the buildings that are along, the sides of the main street.
Do you guys know
Do we
that
kn-
Miller Square is a lie? It's not a square. It's just like a line. It's got some like maybe one corner. That's not
Yes,
a square.
It's got 4 corners.
You said it was a corner, God.
It's the intersection.
Intersection. Thank you. Yes.
What kind of part of town is Miller Square? GM.
It's just downtown. It's
Is there
There's some
Just
Cardi
like-
B.
there's a
There's
couple
some mac and cheese.
it's a general downtown in the sense that it's storefronts on the bottom and residential for the second and third floors of the buildings. And they're
All right.
just general, like you're not going to find big name brands here. It's all, one person's personal business.
Oh, okay. Tara would not go there. Tara's like, well, not a part of town I'm usually in, but what the heck? I guess we should go down there.
I don't know what else to do with this piece of paper. Does it look like they use some weird scissors or just, regular scissors?
Again, very creative. Tara's like throwing stuff into her purse, getting ready to go.
You're way too nice.
Creative.
It is part of the job. I
To be
keep-
nice?
I keep stealing your accent.
Mhm.
No, I mean investigating things like this, right?
You want to trade? I could probably talk like this.
Gabagool.
She's allowed to say that.
Yeah, I think we should probably. I'm with you guys. We should go to Miller Square and probably see what's going on. What time of day is it, GM?
It's afternoon.
Okay,
It's great.
Tara's still got plenty of energy. She's good to go. Yeah, she's like, all
Great
right,
time of day.
just throwing things in her name brand purse, and it's just like, all right, well, I guess. Do you want to go to Miller Square?
Sure. Do
Are there churros?
you want to take the public transit, take a trolley downtown, or would you be using someone's car? Either one works, just curiosity.
Like, we probably all take public transit, right?
Clang, clang, clang with
Probably.
the trolley.
Sounds
Ding,
good.
ding, ding with the bell.
Okay, so you all walk down, you throw on some overcoats, deal with the light rain that's happening, and you find the nearest trolley going downtown to Miller Square. After about a 20-minute ride, you get close enough, hop off. It's about a block away. As you're walking down the street heading towards Miller Square, you notice the distinct flashing of red and blue lights that always accompany really bad news. You can see as you get closer that there is a police car sitting in front of a building, on the corner of one of the buildings. It is the one-stop shop convenience store.
Oh, look, they were wrong. It wasn't sharks that were in Miller Square. It was pigs.
Yep.
As you look around, like as you also are around the city, or not the city, but sorry, the intersection, there are a couple different buildings. You have, so you notice that the rain falls softly on Miller Square, and clogged gutters are spilling noisily into tight alleyways, countless puddles, a couple broken pavement. This is a rundown working class neighborhood of tenants and townhouses divided into apartments. At the intersection of the two main streets, there lies the Miller's Square, drab and lackluster, surrounded by a handful of stores. The first thing to catch your eyes is the corner stop, one-stop shop, which is closed by police tape. Nearby, the only places that show any signs of life are Laser Hot Pizza, Century Laundromat, and the Miller Square Liquor Store.
Did you say laser hot pizza?
Laser Hot Pizza.
Do people in the 20s know what a laser is?
Yeah, there's pulp space, like
Yeah, science
pulp
fiction.
novels
Oh,
talk
that's
about.
right. They stole that word.
You also notice two more businesses, Los Romos, a florist shop, and Sandra's Hair Salon. Both of these are closed, although it seems a bit early for that. Where would you like to go?
Well, I think Tara's probably picking her way along the cracks in the sidewalk because her heels are very pointy and very high with her umbrella up. I would probably want to go to one of these open businesses and see if anyone has seen anything.
Okay. What
What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's start with fucking, the one that got broken into, I guess. Be like, hey, what's up?
Oh, I was going to start with the businesses
Maybe-
that are around that are open.
Yeah, maybe don't
Oh,
go to
what-
the place the pigs are literally still at. That would probably
Hold on,
that would be suspicious.
Would it? Like, if you want to just know what's happening, all people all the time are like, oh my god, what happened? You know?
Tara just
Yep.
takes Sue by the elbow and is like, I know you're so eager to do this, but let's take things slow.
Fine.
Pigs call them rubberneckers, and they don't like them.
Don't give a fuck.
Generally not
They
super
also
amenable
don't-
to us sticking our noses into their business. We'll work our way over there, though, Sue.
Alright, it's fine.
I'm thinking maybe the laundromat. Like, that seems like a place where people are waiting around, right? Like a laundromat, people are waiting. If it's open, there might be people who are in there who saw something who were like maybe waiting for their laundry to dry. If it seems like a pizza place is going to be busy, right? Like people are running around picking things up. Nobody's there for a long time. The laundromat to me feels like the most likely place where somebody would have been like looking out the window when something happened.
Sounds good. Then that's
Laundromat?
Laundromat.
Okay. All right. So
Works for me.
Tara lets go of Sue's elbow and is like, okay, it's settled. Laundromat. I've never been to a laundromat before, so maybe Vic, you could take the lead on this one.
You're gonna love it. Trust me. It's very, very modern in there. I've been there a couple times.
Oh. Are there refreshments available?
There is a soda machine in the back where if you hit it just right, a warm Pepsi Cola will fall out.
Oh, sounds authentic. All right, let's head over
What?
Okay. I set it to active. Has the scene changed for either of you?
there. A grid is up, but nothing is loaded yet. I see like a long grid has loaded up.
I see my body.
But no image?
No.
No image yet.
Let me make sure that the light token vision.
It's not like a black screen like it was before. It's just a gray screen with a grid on it.
Do you see your token on it? One of the heads?
Nope, I don't see the tokens anymore. Oh, I see. Okay, so my name is up. I was like rolling over the screen and I can see our names popping up, but I don't see the actual icon for the token.
Yeah. I see my outline. I don't know why, but talking like this makes me want to make this face. It's not good.
It's just you talk like this, you just naturally feel like you're sucking on something sour. Just thinking of blood pudding, and you're like, no.
Blood pudding.
I will pass.
I didn't have a single pudding when I was in the UK last year, unfortunately. Not one
Why?
single pudding. I really failed. I had a pot pie. I had a shepherd's pie.
I mean, I feel like that's more important.
Really freaking good.
We had we went to an actual English tea house. I guess it's not actual because it was in California, but we went to a tea house, a high tea house, run by an actual English lady. So I call it actual English tea. And those were the best scones I'd ever had.
Oh,
Up until then, scones are hard and dry and terrible. and then it was like, oh, this is how scones are supposed to be. This is like an extra flavorful, delicious, fluffy biscuit.
Oh, yes. You're making me hungry.
Sorry.
You should come up. We have florists over at the VMFA now. So,
Is that a tea house?
yeah, it's high tea.
Let's fucking do it. Let's dress up
Very
and
good.
go.
Yeah. Yes, please, anytime.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure why it's not loading. It on my end, it's showing that everybody's there and the light configuration is the same. I apologize, but so Sentry, it's called Sentry Laundromat. It's no more than just like a glorified hole in the wall, awash with flickering fluorescent lights, the sound of old washing machines, and the smell of detergent. A gray-haired lady in an austere dress keeps a watchful eye on the place and dispenses change. There's something calming about watching clothes tumble, but you can't help but wonder if, like the people of Miller Square, they too wish to escape their circular fate.
Try refreshing the page, guys. I
That's
just
too
did it,
deep for me.
and I can see
Okay.
I can see it now.
Oh, it did. That worked. Thank you.
Hey.
Cool.
All right.
So
Okay. Tara is just gonna go right in. She's never afraid to start a conversation with somebody. She knows that she's charming as hell. So she's gonna walk up to the gray-haired old lady and just like casually like lean on the counter a little bit and fold up her umbrella. A very exciting evening here at Miller's Square, wouldn't you say?
she sort of looks at you and your clothing, realizes you probably aren't here to do laundry, having no bag of clothes.
I get my clothes dry cleaned,
All of them, even the ones that don't need it.
even the ones that don't need it.
Yes, it has been an exciting evening, I guess, though I'm not really happy for it.
Oh, something tragic occurred this evening?
Yes, you don't know what happened next door?
No, we were in the neighborhood for something else and just noticed the lights and were feeling a little nervous about it, so we thought we'd pop in and see what was going on.
Oh, well then. I don't know if you know who runs the one-stop shop, but they found Sam's body. He hung himself in his office just a little while ago.
Tragedy indeed. Oh, had he been running the one-stop shop very long?
Yes, yeah, he's been a staple around here.
Oh, truly sad.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't wanna
Why
hug
would
it.
he? Why would he do something like that? You think?
That I don't know. He seemed like a good guy. Always happy. I don't know.
Well, that's suspicious as hell.
Sarah just elbows Sue a little bit, like really softly, but enough. Sorry, slipped.
You're a liar.
It did not slip.
Any idea how business has been around here lately?
Well, business has been like always. I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, maybe he was, business ebbs and flows around here. Maybe he was not doing so well financially, saw himself kind of in a dead end situation. I don't know. Does he have a missus? Maybe there was problems there.
He is indeed married. That is true.
Listen, my name is Tara, by the way. It's
Hi,
really
Tara.
remiss in not introducing myself to you sooner. Could I get your name?
Yes, my name is Catherine.
Catherine. So nice to meet you. Have you been in business long here at the laundromat?
Oh, yes. I've been here for probably 20 years.
So you know the neighborhood pretty well, I take it.
I do.
So you know the clientele that usually comes through?
She sort of does a general like hand gesture to the people that are doing their laundry inside.
Great.
The people here are usually the people who are always here.
Tara looks around. She's like, lovely crowd, seem like such nice folks. Anybody out of the ordinary here recently?
she sort of like looks at you with like kind of like, you can see that like tight lip effect going on. I'm not sure what you mean.
Catherine, is there anything I could do to maybe help you think through this a little bit easier?
This is going to be a investigation roll. If you want to start
All right.
getting the deep questions.
All right. I am going to use my relic, so I can investigate. So I'll do people with something to hide, and I think probably inconspicuous in use. That would be
Okay.
easy to do right here. And then I'm also going to do my. I guess I don't really need calming aura right now. She's not really like riled up, so I really need that. So yeah, I think inconspicuous in use, people with something to hide. Tara's just speaking, and she like very casually pulls out her compact and is just like checking her T zone. She's like, "Well, Catherine, I'm just wondering if there's anything that you've noticed that seems out of the ordinary." And so, how do I roll again? Do I
At
go
the
to
top
chat?
of it. No. So it's at the top. So you have your core moves, then you have your.
Oh, and I click execute move.
Yep.
Okay, so I've clicked inconspicuous in use and people with something to hide.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks good.
Okay.
And so you got a 10, so you get 2 clues. You get to ask
Wow.
2 specific questions. Sorry. So you get 2 questions. They can either be a specific thing or sort of a vague, like, tell me about the blank, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to persist with my like, and have you noticed anyone who isn't a normal customer? It sounds like there's a lot of regulars in the area. She like gestured to her laundromat. So I'm gonna persist with that line of questioning.
Okay. Yes. So she sort of looks around and she says, "Yeah, there's been a couple people coming through here, and they've been acting like they own the place, thinking that just for some reason all of a sudden we need to start paying them to make sure things end up safer, if you get my drift."
Oh, so they're asking. This is me out of character. So they're asking for like protection money, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure I understood.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
You get an elbow in the side. Sharks.
Gosh, Sue. Oh my gosh. Tara's like, oh my gosh. And she looks back at Catherine. Catherine, I am so sorry. That sounds awful. How have you been holding up through that?
You, with your relic that is that compact mirror, you can sort of see her in it a little bit. And while it's an image, you get the idea that she is on the verge of a mental breakdown.
Okay.
Like she is a very strong-willed woman. She's getting up in her age, but she has to do this by herself. And now that there are these people coming around, she wants to stand against them, but that is incredibly difficult for her.
Okay. Tara's going to gently just snap her compact shut now that she has this information and just reach across very, very gently, just with the tips of her fingers to touch Catherine's hand on the countertop. I'm assuming she's on, got her hands on the counter, I'm sure. And just, Catherine, if there's something going on in this neighborhood, my colleagues, and gestures to Sue and Vic, my colleagues and I are well versed in this kind of thing. If there's anything we can do to help, if there's anything you can tell us about the situation in your neighborhood, we'd love to hear it.
You can see this sort of like feeling of relief start to come over her, of like, maybe someone will help me, maybe someone can stop this. And she just sort of tells you that sometime in probably 2 months ago, they started moving in, essentially a group of mobsters. It's not always the same people, but just some low rent thugs have been coming in and telling people they need to pay up. And the biggest issue is like, how do I want to phrase it? People needing money to pay these things, and what they have to do to try and find the new income to make these people happy.
Tara is just like aghast. Like if she was wearing pearls today instead of diamonds, she'd be clutching them. Just, oh, Catherine, I cannot. Vic, Sue, are you hearing this?
It's fucked up.
It's a tragedy.
You're right. I mean, should we just tell her about the note? Like, maybe.
We're whispering really fast. We could probably tell her about the
Yeah.
note. Catherine, do you seem like you really knew Sam, correct? Who ran the corner store?
Mm-hmm. Sam Saddle, yes, I did.
Sam Saddle, a neighborhood paragon. Now, was there any indication that maybe he had gotten into some trouble with these low rent thugs in the neighborhood?
That I don't know. I talked to him a couple times. Like I said, he seemed to be in good spirits recently. But he didn't say if he had or had not had any current run-ins. She sort of looks around, like looks at the rest, like looks out the window to some of the other shops, and is like, they hit up all the stores, so I can only assume.
Now, we noticed some of the businesses in the area were closed a bit early. The sun is still up. It's still, early afternoon. Some of these businesses seem like they should be open.
Yes. Well, she points next door, or she points like across the street to Sandra's hair salon, and says, "Yeah, I don't know. Sandra's has been closed for a few days now."
Oh, just not open at all. Interesting.
Do you know Sandra very well?
We used to talk. Last I heard, she had a new man in her life. But unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of details.
All right. How about the other one?
The flower shop, yes. That's kind of a tragic story. I don't know if you noticed, but it is shut down currently. The windows are, one of the front window is boarded up. There's someone trashed it.
Trashed it? In what manner?
In the you didn't pay your protection money kind of manner?
Maybe. Would be my best guess, but I haven't spoken to them.
That's a dick move.
Dick move indeed. I just want to make sure if Vic has any questions for Catherine, I don't want to end our encounter with her.
He's just listening to the responses right now, pretty much. He's like, just nodding along, filing information. He's like, okay, yeah, criminals moving in.
Okay, yeah.
Smashing property, looking for payouts. Potentially buying up property if other businesses haven't been around.
Ooh. Actually, that's a really good theory. Catherine, I think my colleague Sue, if you wouldn't mind, I think has something rather interesting that you might like to see. Maybe would be helpful.
Oh yeah, you were. Wow, I'm stealing your accent now. Shit! How do I be English again? Fuck!
Bring back your Victorian child.
So how comfortable are you with everybody in the building right now? Do you think?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
I'm just saying. Can I come behind the counter with you?
No, I don't think so.
Tara's just like, Sue, just slide the letter across the counter. Okay. It's like waist high.
I don't want it to be too obvious. There it is. I found it. Right. So take this out of my coat. That's my shirt. Here, take it out of my coat.
Straight in.
Straight in against bare chest.
Yeah, since he stuck it to his chest, just like
It's a little moist now. Sorry about
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say like there's some
like
ink
boob
on
money.
his chest.
yeah, it's like when you spent silly putty on the newspaper. We needed a
All right.
copy.
Anyway, all right. So we got this note. The reason we came down here is because we got this note in. We're wondering if maybe you've seen it before, or you know who writes notes like this, and
You know
So
who
like-
the sharks are.
yeah. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me what a shark is in this situation, but you know.
She just sort of looks over the note, reads the sentences, and just sort of shrugs. No, I no idea.
No
Never-
idea who the sharks might be.
I mean, other than the people looking for money. No.
Do you think anybody? Go ahead.
Have they come here and tried to harass you at all?
Yes, they have.
And how did that go? Did they? How much were they asking for? Are they trying to set up a recurring thing, or are they trying to ask for too much, pretty much, to force you out?
No, I have managed to pay it recently. I make a livable amount here, and I have managed to convince them that I can, what they're asking for is just barely affordable. So.
That is the key, though, just barely.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if, in the coming future, that number starts to go up slightly, little by little.
Yeah, that I had not thought about that, but I will keep that in mind and maybe try to plan for that.
Well, hopefully this will be a resolvable situation in the near future, and you will no longer have to worry.
I do hope so. I do hope so.
Did the police have any leads outside? They seem to be hot on the case.
Oh, for Mr. Saddle?
I'm seeing if it was, unfortunately self-inflicted, or if there was foul play, as it seems there might be.
Oh, that I couldn't tell you. They have not told us anything, so.
Who is Mr. Saddle?
Sam Saddle.
The owner of the
Oh.
convenience store. The late owner of the convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tara's gonna just Sam. Tara's going to just check her watch very quickly to check the date and lean a little forward on the counter. Catherine, is there a regular time of the week or something when the payment collectors show up to your establishment?
No. Last couple times it's been on a Tuesday, but before that it was on a Thursday. So they don't seem to be super punctual, I should say, but it's every 2 weeks.
Out every 2 weeks, twice a month, they're showing up for payment.
They are.
All right. Tara is going to leave a business card for All Seeing Eye with Catherine. Catherine, this is our agency. As you can see, we're a private investigation firm, very established. If they show up again, would you mind just giving us a call at the office?
I can do that, yes. There's
Thank you so much.
There's like a cork board behind her that has just random stuff on it from her job to other people like asking her to post stuff. And so she puts it in the corner where she can easily see it.
Okay. We're about 20 minutes away, Catherine, so we can be here in the blink of an eye.
Okay, well, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
We just want you to know you're not alone in this.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes it feels that way. Thank you.
I understand. Tara pats her hand again and is just like, "Thank you so much, Catherine."
She says, "Yes, thank you, and anything you can do is greatly appreciated."
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to talk to Catherine about?
Oh, did you do dry cleaning here?
No. Like around it is only self-serve washing machines.
Tara is just like looking around, like Like Catherine is answering no, and Tara is like, obviously not.
I don't know. It seemed kind of nice. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Tara's like, Sue's like, it's kind of good.
Washing machines that other people have used.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making her way too snobby. I need to tone it down.
I say, what you think the laundromat gets new steam presses for just your clothes?
She definitely does. That's what she believes for sure.
I pay good money. They can replace them.
She's like, that nice lady at the dry cleaner told me they do. Okay. Well, I think I've asked everything I want to ask Catherine. That was some good information, I think. What would you guys like to do next?
Just real quick, do you have the man who stopped by to make this payment plan with you? Did he have any telling, defining physical characteristics that you might remember? Scars, odd facial hair, eye color?
The people who take the money just often change. There's nothing.
Different gentlemen from time to time. Okay. Is there possibly a unifying article of clothing they wear?
They often have on. They wear dark hats, and then depending on the weather, it's often like a shirt with suspenders over it. It's usually really the only distinguishing thing, depending on rainy days like this, they may have a jacket on, but no, not quite
be
a
something.
uniform.
It could be something, but it is also a bit of the style of the times, and he'll open up his own coat and he has a pair of suspenders on. Like,
But it's always
Sue reaches over and snaps the suspender.
slap Suzanne.
it is always a
you gotta,
white shirt.
You got to pay for that.
Oh, she tells you that it's always a white shirt that they wear under their suspenders, but
Okay.
like all of them.
Hey, Mark songs.
Mark songs.
We're noir today. Noir.
No.
Oh, noir.
No.
R noir. I'm sorry.
Don't
But thank you. We appreciate your cooperation.
Nice. Okay. Should we move on to the pizza place, or you guys want to go to the crime scene?
Oh, yeah, I want some pizza.
I'll give you a slice.
As you
I feel like Tara's gonna look over at Sue and be like, Sue, I know you really want to go to the crime scene, but how do you feel about a slice of pizza?
I want that.
As you walk out, you notice that the police car has gone. It's now just the yellow police tape that is up.
We've wasted enough time for them to go.
Yeah. Although, since they're gone now, like, maybe we should go in there.
I know your first instinct is to run over there, but people are still watching. We're going to wait for the sun to go down a little bit first. I know, you're very impatient. The more time goes past, the less people will be looking over there. People are probably still rubbernecking, trying to get in there, wondering what happened in there. You wait for the heat to die down a little bit. People will walk away, forget what's going on. You walk in there in the cover when it's dusk.
Vic, this is why I appreciate you. Sue needs 2 voices of reason in his life.
That's not very kind. I mean, everything you said sounded good. I'm gonna do it. I like some pizza. Let's get some pizza. But
Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why I know these things. I just do.
Oh, you used to be a bad person.
Thank you for asking on the form when I got here about past history.
Tara's the only one who doesn't have a criminal record at this point. She's like, I've never even stolen a stick of gum.
Oh, I've never even had a cigarette.
She's definitely smoked. It's the 1930s. She probably smokes all the time.
It definitely had one of those long holders, though, right?
100%, like the Zsa Zsa Gabor, cigarette holder. Yeah. She's gonna get her nails dirty.
Is, out here, so it doesn't
she
get,
just got.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just got her nails done. She can't afford to get cigarette smoke on them. All right, pizza establishment. Let's go.
Okay.
Purvey of slices.
Did it transfer over? Can you see the picture?
Let me look. I have my Google Doc up.
Laser hot
Yes.
pizza.
Laser hot pizza.
Is there actually a
Laser
person
with
in the
a
window of
Z.
Las Ramos?
That's really good.
Los Ramos.
Yep, that is Los Ramos next door.
Is there actually a person in the window?
There is.
Mm.
So if we can see that person in the window,
They can see you.
great, good. If you guys don't yell at her, I'm gonna.
Oi! She disappears.
She sort of like she looks like is someone calling to me and kind of like notices you and sees you.
Hey, you
standing
like
there.
pizza?
Uh,
I bet she doesn't like pizza. She lives next to a pizza place. She's tired of it.
Hey. Oh, you like pizza?
she lets the blinds go down.
I guess she doesn't like pizza.
Yes, not.
Yes, we'll just pretend like that's the reason.
I just thought, she could come down, talk to us, and have some pizza.
Uh,
This is not how an English person would say pizza. Pizza?
I know you were very excited, but most people don't respond well when you just yell at them and say, "Hey, you." Especially if you don't know them.
I was gonna invite her for pizza.
She
Some more
doesn't-
pizza.
She doesn't know you. That's weird.
Sue, I think it was a sweet gesture. I would, if I were a stranger in my window above a pizza parlor and someone invited me, I would take them up on pizza. Very kind.
I feel like you might be patronizing me a little bit.
When have I ever?
so
Like 2 hours ago, probably. Like earlier
Yeah.
today. With the
like
nut
earlier when you
tongs.
noticed my socks weren't matching.
And you reprimanded him for putting his hand in the nut bowl.
Yeah. And I passive aggressively said I did buy these tongs just for the nuts. Your mismatched socks, I did call a choice. I said, well, that is a fashion choice. You deserve to make fashion
So
choices.
while you were there, you noticed that Los Ramos is a.
Phil's like, stop
I
talking.
just want you to know what you're seeing. I want you to keep talking, but it's a beautiful environment. Florist shop, perhaps the only like bright spot in this dreary gray life of Miller Square. But now it's
Minus the boards.
yeah, but now it stands in ruins with its storefront broken and boarded up, and wilted flowers floating in rain-filled buckets in the front.
So sad.
And as far as Laser Hot Pizza, this is the only hopping place in the neighborhood. Laser Hot Pizza constantly attracts many of the locals with steaming scents of mozzarella and fresh tomato sauce. Running around from kitchen counter to back as a young curly-haired man in a bright red apron, and a young kid in a similar apron is proudly operating the register and shouting orders over the speaker.
Well,
This
even
is very important, Philip. What kind of pizza?
Mhm.
What style of pizza?
what style of pizza? And don't say deep dish. That's the wrong answer.
Oh,
Are we in Chicago or New York?
we're in the city.
Of Mist. Okay. But are we in the
most
Windy
non-committal
City?
answer.
Or apparently 2 people here want New York pizza and 1 person here wants Chicago.
Well, then I guess you're getting flat
That's not pizza. That's not pizza. It's pie.
Pizza pie.
Listen, we'll get you a Sicilian slice. It'll be fine.
We'll get you a Sicilian. It'll be fine. Even Tara is not immune to the smell of freshly baked pizza. It's bread, it's cheese, it's veggies. She is opening this door and striding in, just like right up to the counter.
Okay, yeah, you walk in like I said, it's the only place that has a lot of people moving in and seeming to be
Grooving.
yeah, seeming to be
Grooving.
excited by what's going on, compared to the laundromat where everyone's just kind of, down and like waiting for stuff to finish.
I'm gonna recall the various texts used in the creepy note and look at their menu.
Good idea.
As in like if any of those letters came from their menu.
Yeah.
They probably have a carry-out menu, right?
You do notice a few of the letters match, like maybe like 2. You also notice that scent matches.
I did it. Oi. You
Yeah.
smell that?
Smells like pizza crust.
My note.
It's Tara's like, what? The note? I'm literally just gonna lean in and like smell the note. She would. Tara definitely would be like,
You're not really going to be able to tell because of the overwhelming pizza scent in the restaurant compared to.
Take my word for it, all right?
We're in the belly of the pizza beast here.
I believe you, Sue. We're onto something here. Tara's gonna walk up to the counter and start ordering pizza. Slice of. Let's do.
What's the best one? What's the
let's
favorite
do-
one of all of them?
Listen, Tara doesn't want to know what their favorite is. She wants a slice of Supreme.
All right.
Slice of Supreme.
You notice that the kid running the counter is actually a kid.
A literal child? Like, how old is this literal child?
Maybe 12, 13.
Okay. Tara doesn't care. She doesn't treat children like children. He's a tiny adult for all she cares. She's like, pizza child.
I mean, with the time frame, yeah, he is an adult. He can go work in the factories.
Yep.
She's looking down then. She's looking down. She's in 4-inch heels and she's looking down. Slice of Supreme, please. For my friends, what can I get you?
Do you have any seafood pizza? You know what I mean? Like, does it have shark on it?
The kid just kind of like looks at you like wide-eyed.
I'll take cheese.
I like cheese.
Vic, pizza.
Yeah, sure. I'll order a slice, and then we'll talk about the thing that just happened with your face.
The kid sort of grabs the mic. Supreme, cheese, pepperoni.
Is there a mic in this day and age?
It's like yeah, there are speaker systems. That's
There
how
is in this
telephones
pizza
work.
shop. There is in this anachronistic pizza shop.
Okay.
So Tara is going to continue the transaction. Great. How much do I owe you, my good man? My good man, I assume. My good girl. I don't know. My good lady.
My good child.
pizza child.
Male, yes.
My good man, how much do I owe you for the pizza? How much does
$2.50.
pizza cost? $10, $20?
$2.50.
Sorry, that was my my
That's
Lucille
like
Bluth moment. How much could have been at a
like-
cost, Michael?
Yeah.
So Tara's gonna hand over
Laser
the
hot
money.
pizza.
Tara's gonna hand over the money, and is there a tip jar?
There is.
She's gonna leave 100% tip.
Okay. So that'll cost you a total of $5.
$5. Do we have like I'm rich. Do I have a limit on the amount of money I can spend?
In this system, no.
Okay.
Just so you know,
great.
I'm rich.
Tara has daddy's money.
There is the way it works is pretty much anything story-wise you want to do, stay within your own lore, but you just can't like use it to gain an advantage on anything. You can't be like, oh, I want to just pay this person off to make them do what I want. It's like, well, you would need something for that. You'd actually need a
And I
power.
also like.
Is my
Yeah,
is my so you said you're allowed to get a Coke?
Yeah, can I get a Coke?
Please ask Tara nicely.
Mm-hmm. It comes in a glass bottle.
Oh yeah.
Is Pepsi okay? No, it is not.
I just like the idea of Sue being like, "What can I get a Coke?"
Over like, hey, it's all right if I have
Yeah,
a Coke
Sue.
also.
Go nuts. Go to town. Yes, absolutely.
Can
Add
I
a
have
Coke,
two?
please.
4 whole fried pizzas.
Don't push your luck. You're gonna be bouncing off the walls later after one.
Does this one still have cocaine in it?
Actually, I think in the 30s. No, I feel like they probably did away with it by the 30s, right? We can look it up. We need to look it up for lore reasons. Tara pays for the food, leaves 100% tip in the jar, like very conspicuously. So this child, it like makes eye contact with the pizza kid and is like, "So busy night in Miller Square."
Oh, 1914.
No more cocaine. I'm sorry.
Almost. Well, hold on. Give me the oldest Coke that you've got, like the one that was on the back of the shelf nobody's had yet, just in case it's still got cocaine in it.
Brushing dust off this bottle of ancient Coke.
This is fine. It won't fuck up my insides at all, but it will make me very happy and productive.
I thought you were clean, Sue. Thought we talked about this.
I took a bath.
Dun-dun-dun.
Kid, All right,
I'm
Tara's
like
not
made
saying
of
kid.
water. It's very easy to take a bath.
Water in it, yeah. You are made of water. That's true. Yeah, it's super busy night in the neighborhood. What's happening tonight? Notice anything wild?
The kid sort of is like looks around, and he's just sort of like points at the store, like the one-stop shop.
Mhm.
It doesn't say
Yes. Okay. Could you elaborate a little bit? Like, use your words.
anything. He sort of looks to the back at the person who's like in the kitchen, type cooking and cutting and everything.
Tara darts her eyes back and wants to see who this person is.
You see another man. This person early 20s. And you can tell that there is a familiar relation between these two.
Familial.
Yes, familial.
Okay.
Probably brothers.
Yeah,
Okay.
bros.
All right.
Bruv.
Rough.
That's your brother back there, kid? Either of you
So
see
you-
anything strange tonight?
I mean, points again at the one-stop shop. Cops
Yes,
are
I
here.
see that.
He's saying
I see the shop.
he's saying there's a lot of bacon on the pizzas tonight. That's what he's saying, right?
How
Sue's
He's like, right, kid,
joker.
right, kid. Right, come on, yeah.
how long have you guys been busy tonight? Maybe you saw somebody who went over there before the police arrived who wasn't old Sam?
No, I didn't notice anything.
No? Okay.
All right. Well, Tara is going to continue questioning. Do you get pretty much the same customers in here? We were just talking to Catherine at the laundromat. Lovely lady. And she seems to have a pretty steady clientele. What's it like here at Laser Pizza?
It's
Laser hot pizza.
it's pretty busy. I mean, we're doing pretty good, I guess.
Most of the same people in and out of here on a daily basis?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Oh, you know how to make pizza?
No.
All right. Never mind.
He kind of like looks over, and there's someone behind you, like sort of like looking like they're like waiting to order their pizza.
Oops, sorry.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And yeah.
All right. Tara's not going to mess with this kid anymore. I'm going to step out of line and wait for my pizza to come up.
Okay.
I'm going to mingle with the other customers.
Yeah, there are several other people inside, all sort of waiting. Not many people are eating here. A lot of people seem to be getting it to go. You know, some people be getting like full boxes, taking it home for dinner for the family or whatever. There are maybe two or three people inside that are actually eating their slices at a sort of like a bar area.
Okay. I'm just going to sort of like, go to lean against a table, wall or sit in a chair or something. I don't know what the inside of the pizza parlor is like, but gonna get out of the way around some other people and just sort of, lean to the nearest person. So, are you here often?
And the person sort of looks at you and like pulls the string of cheese from their mouth. Yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah, it smells amazing in here, right? Do you ever go to the corner store where the police tape is tonight? Totally crazy.
Yeah, I swing by there all the time.
Oh, did you know Sam?
Oh yeah, Sam's a great guy.
Oh,
Do you know he's dead? I didn't actually say that.
Sue just like popping up, like, he's dead. Like, oh, that I'm so sorry. I'm sure you've heard what happened tonight.
Not really. I see the cop cars. Lights are off. So
Well,
nothing
Tara's
good.
gonna lean in. Tara's gonna lean in really close and say, "Well, I'm sorry to have to be the one to tell you this, but I heard that Sam ended his own life tonight."
Really?
Wait, did he seem like he was in any trouble to you? You're in there often, it seems like.
No. He seems like a great guy. He always did good things for people. Like couple times, didn't have any cash on me, and he gave me free chips or something. So he was always like a great guy.
Generous.
Fucking what? Free chips? Why not come around here more often?
I love that that's what Sue is taking from the conversation. Like, I should have been going to this store the whole time.
Get free chips, dang it.
Chips.
This is truly a loss for the neighborhood.
It's real sad. People don't
Tara-
just give chips away.
Yeah. Tara's just gonna, like, very, like, it seems like such a loss. It seems like people really liked him. Who would have any reason to hurt someone like that? Or why would someone like that have any reason to harm themselves?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I didn't really ever get too personal with the guy. Just, I'd go in. He seemed nice, and yeah.
Know anybody in the neighborhood who might have known him a little better?
No, sorry, I don't. I usually come down here for food. I live a couple blocks away, so no, I don't.
He has a wife, right?
I don't know.
He does. I think what's her face said so. Agatha, what was her name?
Catherine. It's Catherine.
Yeah, that one.
All right, well, Tara is just going to go and do that thing where you sort of let the conversation with a stranger naturally end and just sort of turn back and wait for her pizza.
What kind of pizza did you get?
Supreme.
Oh, you got the same kind as my sister.
Oh, that's right. I thought you were asking, Christina.
No, I asked the guy.
He has cheese.
Oh, that's the same
Same
kind
kind
as
as
me.
you got.
Yeah. Is it good? Should I got
Yeah.
pepperoni? I was kind of waffling on it.
No, cheese is great.
All right,
You lost
cool.
your pizza choice privileges when you asked for shark pizza.
Listen, I was trying to see if the kid wrote the note, all right?
This kid wrote the note.
Yeah, kids can't write. They have to cut out pieces of paper, glue them down. Kids know how to use a glue stick. They don't know how to use a pen.
Hey, Philip.
Yes.
Is there a newspaper, a current newspaper anywhere in this establishment?
There's a newspaper stand just outside on the one of the corners. You can grab, yeah.
Yeah. Then
So convenient.
Nick will run out and grab a newspaper real quick. Come back in while waiting for a slice to come out. He'll,
How do they make like one slice at a time?
A little oven you put them in.
Yeah, they cut it.
Make a whole pie. You buy the slice. They just reheat the slice.
Then why are we waiting so long? Like, don't they
It's
already
gotta
have
go
them
through
done?
the little oven. It goes through. They put it on the thing. I'll send you a video. Never seen. You've been
Also,
to Christian's Pizza.
There's people ahead of you. Like they're calling out names, but yeah, it only takes maybe 4 or 5 minutes before the older brother, you hear him call out, a number that you guys got.
Go distract him. Go talk to him. Like, hello, I'm a pretty lately. Tell me what I want to know.
This young man is too young for Tara. She's not going to flirt with him.
It's not gonna go nowhere, but
Tara's going to go get her.
Fine,
pizza.
I'll do it.
Yes, you're much better age for flirting with this person.
Oi,
Hey,
how's it going?
it's going well. Here's your pizza.
Thanks. Hey, do you have a second?
Looks around. A couple. What's up?
You know what happened across the street tonight?
Yeah, I know.
Do you? Because the guy at the table didn't know.
Well, the guy at the table doesn't live here.
Cool. All right. Do you know what the guy's wife's name?
Who, Sam's wife?
Yeah, I do.
Starts with an L. Linda, Lydia,
L.
something.
All right, that's cool. I'm not good at this questioning stuff.
You're doing great, Sue. You're doing great.
It's like, what's your favorite pizza?
Now Sue just actually is flirting.
Classic pepperoni's my go-to.
See, I was thinking I should get that one, but I went with cheese because I asked for shark pizza, and my sister was like, "You can't ask for shark pizza. That's not real."
Yeah, that's a weird one. Why would you ask for shark?
There was a reason. I forget.
Okay.
Sharks on the brain. You receive a weird summons for help with sharks involved, and suddenly everything is sharks.
Got that one. Hey, do you know about the flower shop? What happened over there?
Yeah, Los Ramos.
Mm.
Yeah. Julio got assaulted.
Assaulted? What happened?
Some people came in and started messing with him. He tried to
Got
fight back.
peppered with punches.
He fought back, and well, you see what happens.
Indeed, we do. Young man, does your business pay some sort of illicit protection fee to a local gang by any chance?
Did you say gang with quotation marks?
Gang with jazz fingers.
All right, sorry, I missed it.
You notice that as soon as you say that, a gold sheen goes across his eyes, and he says, "I don't know what you're talking about," and turns away.
Oh, buddy, I'm gonna find out. You better believe it. So okay, Philip, or let's just GM. I have already investigated once this session. Am I able to investigate again using some of the same?
Yes. So
Okay.
the rule for the rolls is that you can't do the same roll with the same tags together unless the situation has changed. You are in a completely different spot. You're asking different questions. So that's totally fine. It's the point where it becomes something is if you asked the lady of the laundromat, "Hey, what am I tell me this," and you use two things. And then you're like, I need another question. I need to know more information. You can't just do the same thing again to figure out, like, this is what I'm doing, right? New people, completely fine. You get into a fight with somebody, you can fight 10 people doing the same thing to each one of them. But you can't just do the same thing to the same one person each and every time.
Okay.
So yes, you are good to keep questioning the way you have before, as long as things are changing. If you're getting new information, you're getting new people, stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, Tara's gonna clock it with the obviously she has already noticed the sheen across his eyes, and she's gonna narrow her eyes and say, don't know what I'm talking about. Interesting. I would like to use so with the relic, I also had a question about this.
Sure.
I like the idea of being able to use the relic like in the moment. Is it necessary to have the relic out in order to use the tags associated?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's you're the idea is that you're looking in the mirror to give you this
Yeah.
information.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Tara is going to sort of like Sue's with me at the counter, right?
Mhm.
Are you at the same place as me? Tara's going to just like narrow her eyes and say like,
I was there first because you
interesting.
wouldn't go flirt with him.
You were there first. I wouldn't go flirt with him. Interesting. Uh, and just sort of like turn around casually and once again whip out that compact mirror and start checking herself. With that gold sheen across his eyes, I'm going to see if I can sort of catch him in the mirror.
Okay.
And use shows the truth and people with something to hide. I want to see if I can see what he really is.
Okay. Is that an investigate?
I think it would probably be investigate.
Okay.
Since I want to see with that gold sheen across his eyes, I want to see if I can see what he is because I'm curious about whether or not he has a mythos associated. So yeah, shows the truth, people with something to hide. I'll do execute move.
That's good. 2 clues. Okay.
Damn girl, look at them rolls.
So, looking at him, you can tell that he has been influenced pretty heavily. Okay. He's got an influence 3 to keep him quiet. He's a normal person. You can tell that he's not special like you, but he has been influenced 3 to keep his lips sealed.
Okay. Is there anything like familiar about the influence that I might recognize? Like, does it seem like it's maybe he's being compelled by something familiar?
No, you haven't run into this before. You can tell that it is a power, something whatever is causing that sheen that probably only you three could have seen. But yeah, it's something special is influencing him.
Okay, I'm gonna lean over to Sue and sort of whisper this information into his ear.
Right. Is he still like sort of within maybe reach if I did a little hop over the counter?
Yeah. You're a normal sized adult, right? You're not like 3 feet tall.
Yes.
Yeah. Then yeah, you're good.
I'm taller than I am right now, okay?
I just wanted to make sure, like,
Yeah.
because you talk like you're a child. So that's why I was like, but you're not. Right?
Rude!
That's the accent you're going for.
You said extra, read all about it like an hour ago.
If I didn't say it in that voice. I'm not talking like I'm a child. What are you talking about?
Okay, my apologies.
You're fucking
Sue's a grown
rude,
man.
mate.
He was a grown man.
Gotcha.
Bloody hell.
What are we
How old is Sue?
Sue is
like
what?
20, 25
20
or something? We
Yeah, I
wrote
think-
down.
Really? I
We
thought
did
Sue
write it
was
down.
way younger than that.
Yeah.
We wrote it down. Tara's in her 30s. Sue is in his 20s.
I was gonna say, yeah, he was asking for a Coke like he was a 12-year-old.
He's
enjoying-
because she has the money.
Yeah, he's enjoying his second childhood.
What about Victor? How old is Victor?
I think Victor's in like his late 30s.
Okay.
He's probably the oldest of the group.
Fucking rude.
Actually, I feel like
it's funny. It's
Tara
funny
would
too,
probably
'cause
have to be.
based
go ahead.
on based on like the god division, he
Yeah.
would be an older god too.
Oh,
So it makes
okay.
sense that he would be like uncle age.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
All right, well, you jerk. I'm gonna sort of do a little like side hop at the counter and grab the kid as he's running away, grab his arm. I'm gonna use a couple of things to sort of whip him around and get him to keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that? I'm not sure.
Well, first off, so you want to? What are you trying to do? You want to get more information from him?
Yeah, we also kind of want to know what's going on with his eyes. Like right now, Sue's kind of going, "What the fuck was that? Let's learn what that is."
So the way the system runs, he has a status on him. If you want to get past that, and if you want to be able to ask him questions about whatever he has been, sworn to secrecy of, you will have to remove those 3 levels of influenced.
Okay, so the way you do that is it use a bunch of your own things to make your own status, or what?
Yes, so you'd probably, the thing to do would be change the game. It allows you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, change the game allows you to reduce, either add or remove statuses in a 1-for-1 basis.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah, gonna do like a little side hop at the counter, grab the kid and whip him back around and be like, "Oi! We're still talking to you. Don't go anywhere." So I'm gonna do that with volatile.
Okay.
Talk anyone into anything, and intimidating.
Okay.
That's 3 things, so that should manage this thing, right?
That would be 1 thing. That's 2.
Oh.
That's 2. That's +2 -1.
Oh. I thought using volatile was good.
It'll give you experience, but it's a -1.
Okay. Then maybe I won't do that one. Or maybe I could just pop looks like they belong too. That way nobody in the restaurant thinks I'm doing anything bad.
It's gonna. I mean, they have sort of like uniforms on, so I think it'd be hard to argue that they're like you look like you belong here if you're grabbing the guy by his collar or by his shoulder to talk to
But
him.
I could be like, for all they know, I'm like, wait, you forgot something in my order.
Okay.
That way, basically, it's just so that nobody is like, what is that guy doing? Do we need to stop them? It's like as a buffer.
Okay, so then you're getting his attention, but you're not. So this is more like you're trying to like tap him on the shoulder. You're not physically grabbing him because you wouldn't physically grab a person like that. So yeah, changes a little bit of variation on what you're saying, but yeah, you're like tapping him and like hey, to get his attention to look like you belong talking to him. Yeah.
I guess. Does that still serve the
Yeah.
purpose of what I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do all of that stuff.
So you're gonna go with those three.
4 question mark?
You're gonna go with volatile.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll give you a plus. That'll give you 2 power.
Oh, okay. Ooh. So I have to take volatile off if I want to counter the thing that is messing with him.
Well, so these statuses will stack. If you do something, if you do all 4 of those and you succeed perfectly and you get the points, then you would apply a 2. And then so he would basically be at like persuaded 1. So he's almost ready to talk. He's real close. Someone
So if
else
I take off
would
volatile, then it counteracts everything that's on him.
then yes, you would have. Then it would be
That's
3.
what I want.
But you would get no attention for the experience.
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, Michelle, I can come in behind you with some of my tags. I have tags that would help with this.
Okay.
Since we're at the counter together.
Then we'll do that.
Okay. Okay, got a 9. So you get 2 juice.
Juice.
So you get 2. I'm guessing. So you're gonna reduce the status by 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Are you all done, Michelle?
So, yeah. So basically, I've just, like I've said like twice now, just hit check the counter so I can grab this kid, whip him around, and be like, "Hey, still talking to you. Listen to the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Take it from here."
Tara leans one arm on the counter. Hi, so sorry. We did just want to ask you a few more questions. Would that be okay? And I think I'm going to go ahead and use calming aura. I imagine being like pulled back by Sue would have been kind of jarring for this kid, this pizza slinging kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to use calming aura. I also want to use shines brightly since this would be like sort of her personality shining, her charisma coming out. Hopefully like convincing. Like I want to calm and charm this pizza slinging kid.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So I also do change the game.
Mm-hmm.
And execute move.
Yep. Okay.
Sweet.
You also get to reduce it by 2.
Okay. Now if I reduce it by 2, so I am also still having trouble understanding the statuses.
Mm-hmm.
So if I reduce what was it? It was like
1.
compelled or
So
what was
yeah.
the status before?
So he was influenced 3, and then he sort of got down to like a persuaded 1, and so you were able to remove it another 2. So yeah, you can reduce the status by 1, so it removes it, and then you can use your second point to sort of give him, I guess, sort of the opposite version.
I was going to ask if I could give him the opposite version of that status in our favor.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you'll have a +1 in your favor.
Okay, I would like to do that. So I'm going to reduce his status fully and then use my remaining juice to reverse that status and sort of I want him to trust us.
Yeah. So yeah, he's got a believable 1, we'll say. He got a +1 to your advantage next time you want to try and want him to believe you. Yeah.
Okay. Tara she's leaning on the counter with that arm. Listen, we are here to help. We just want to find out what's going on in the neighborhood. I know there are some unseemly things happening lately. If there's anything we can do to help you, please know that we're here with the best of intentions.
Yup.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad for the help. He sort of looks like he's trying to get back to the pizzas, but if there's more, he'll stand by.
I'm trying to think of how to ask him about the gold sheen, because I mean, we can't really ask him about it. The mist is going to keep him from knowing of what he doesn't know he has this
100%.
condition.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, like, should we ask him about if, like, is there anyone he's afraid of, something like that? Does that make sense?
He says, hang on one second. And so he sort of like walks over towards like where the sort of like the back is, and he calls to somebody, and another guy comes out, and he helps him like start making pizzas, serving food, and he's like, yeah, we can step outside. And he sort of is willing to walk out to like the side alley with you all.
Yeah, like the trash door or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I think, I'm gonna eyes over at Sue, and I guess Vic, are you still outside getting the paper, or have you come back in?
I did. I took him like a second, so he probably would have come back in.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tara is going to sort of like motion to Vic, like, we're gonna head out the side door. I don't know if you want to join us or not.
And they help tuck the paper under his arm real quick and follow along.
Oh, let's grab our pizza before we go.
Yeah, it's up on the counter.
Okay. Grab my slice and follow this kid out the side door.
Okay. So you follow him outside. The rain sort of let up, and you got a fire escape above you that's sort of blocking any residuals that might be passing through. You can hear the city outside, but other than that, it's a pretty quiet alley. You can also see the street. So he sort of looks back, and he's kind of like puts his hands in his apron. He's like, so what's up? What are you all doing?
Tara takes a tiny bite of pizza and chews and swallows before answering, just to sort of like fill the space. As she finishes that bite, she sort of looks around. So it seems like maybe you have a crime problem in your neighborhood.
Yeah, you could say that.
Mm-hmm. I could say that.
She did. I ought it.
Can you tell me how it's affected your business?
I mean, they keep coming in and they keep asking for money. And you can see the business. We can pay it.
Sure. Yeah, love that for you, by the way. Love that the business is doing well. The other businesses in the area don't seem to have the same good fortune. You and Catherine seem to be doing great, but we understand that Los Ramos went out of business recently due to some violent crime.
Yeah.
As you let us know.
Well, it's not out of business. It's just, once he gets out of the hospital, he'll probably fix it up. But, I don't know.
Out of the hospital, so they must have really roughed him up bad.
Oh yeah. It was a couple days ago. And, yeah, I think he's still got another like 2 or 3 days before they're going to discharge him.
That's
Great.
sad.
Yeah.
So, have you just been dealing with I guess I'll say the messengers, the collectors coming through, or anybody else that you've spoken to?
Give me an investigate.
Okay.
And then I'll give you how many questions you can ask about the peoples.
Let's see. I feel like, with Tara. So the reason I'm pursuing this line of questioning, I want to see if it's just the money collectors, or if maybe somebody who could have cast this condition on him has been part of it. And I would assume somebody who can cast a condition like this would not be like a common thug. This is my assumption anyway.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about people with something to hide. I don't think he really has, like, he doesn't know he's hiding something, right?
Right.
Okay. So I think at this point, I would say that Tara feels like she's talked to Catherine, she's talked to the pizza shop owners. Her duty and responsibility, I think, are going to start coming through. She wants this neighborhood to feel safer again. She wants to find out why Sam is dead. So I think I would like to use duty and responsibility out of my Logos tags.
Sure.
And then probably. I feel like I've really been leaning on my relic, so I don't know if I want to lean on that anymore. I don't want it to get old, right? I don't want it to get stale. And I don't think any of those apply because, again, he doesn't know he's hiding something.
Yeah.
So I think duty and responsibility might be the only thing I can really use here.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and investigate with that. Good.
So you got an 8. Okay. You ask him about who else other than just the general thugs, and he tells you, well, I guess really the big problem is it'd have to be Honeylip. He's
What kind of name is that?
I didn't make it up. That's what he calls himself.
All right.
He is the one who helps, like, loan out money to pay these people off, and that's kind of where the problem's been. I borrowed some money from him, to help keep all this running, and then I got to start paying him back, and paying him back plus the money that they want for protection. I had to do some stuff, yeah.
I'm taking it some unsavory stuff that maybe you wouldn't have normally done.
No, I mean, we've just been, our quality's been cutting a little bit. My brother sold off all of his, comics over at the pawn shop, and I bought them back. They charged me twice what they sold it to him for, so that didn't help. So then I had to go back to Honeylip, and he said he'd help me out, and he'd give me some time. I don't know. I feel like he wants to help me, but I don't feel like I'm getting out of this.
Don't let him trick you. He's not your friend. He is not trying to help you. He is giving you a sympathetic ear and shoulder to manipulate you into continuing to make bad choices like this.
I think he's got you hypnotized.
I mean, sometimes it feels like it, I
think so.
I don't know. I agree with you. I know that, but there's just every time he's around, I don't know. I could just he just says, I think he's gonna help me.
Listen to the name though, Honeylip. He's telling you sweet stuff with his mouth. It's fake.
Sounds logic.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a stupid name, but there's some logic in it.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Well, I think it's very sweet that you took that risk for your little brother. It's honestly so heartwarming. But as my colleague mentioned, this is person sounds like what we would call a predator, and you should probably not cut any more deals with him. I would say.
They're an asshole.
That too. What he said.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. I always think that, but I don't know.
Do you find it hard to resist when he's cutting you a deal?
Yeah.
An offer you can't refuse, so to speak.
He sort of looks up to the sky for a second. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Have we noticed that gold sheen at all?
Yeah.
Hasn't come back?
Nope, it's gone.
Okay. So I was wondering if maybe it would happen anytime we asked about the money lending situation. Or the payment situation.
It would have, if you had if you the first time you saw it, if you were oh shit, something's going on, and you're well, let's wait till he's not busy, and he's outside, and you came up on him again, and we're hey, tell us about this thing. He would have gotten the sheen, and he would have been I don't know what you're talking about, and turned away.
Okay. So it's a condition that sets in. So we've already activated it.
Yes, and you've already removed it.
Oh, that's right. Duh, of course.
So,
all right.
We helped him out of it.
So
That's right.
Till
You're
for
right.
next time.
Good call. Okay, so to me, this is out of character. It sounds like Honey Lip has put the condition on this kid. If he's saying like every time this guy comes around, it's like he's making him an offer he can't refuse, literally by being compelled to accept it. Then I think we know our guy in the case of what's going on with this kid.
And Honey Lip is
It's Jabberjaw.
is 100%
perpetrator.
is 100% just loan sharking to these people. So, well, to these people being the owner.
He's really like he's making the economy and then benefiting from it. This guy's going down. This guy's going down. Okay. Tara is satisfied. She's just gonna reach out, just like pat on the shoulder. Well, thank you so much. You've been extremely helpful, and I know you mentioned the quality. And she takes another bite, and she's like, "Good pizza."
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're cutting a little bit of corners. Hopefully people can't tell. I hope the quality and the product that we're making is enough to hide it, just to help us out a little bit till we can. I don't know. I don't even know how to end that sentence. I
mean, it's not Chanello, so you're doing all right.
1930s Chanellos.
That said, I like Chanellos.
Listen, sometimes it hits the spot. Okay, well, I'm satisfied. Like, Tara has gotten the information she needs. I don't feel like this kid knows anything else unless you guys think maybe he's got
I'm
anything.
good, thanks, bruv.
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 Okay, so if we probably just exit the alleyway from where we are, we don't need to go back inside.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna say Tara does just like she looks over her shoulder at each of you and starts walking. And as we're walking back out, Vic picked up a paper. I see.
Yeah, I was trying to scan for any. I was going to skim the crime blotter and see if there's been any break-ins, any violence around this area the last couple weeks.
We've got pizza to finish, so while we do that and make our way over to this yellow tape, because it appears as though no one's left, and I want to see, is there anyone else loitering around?
Nope, seems pretty empty.
Okay.
Well,
yes, but is it still raining?
it is raining. No, it's mostly stopped. There's a few drizzles. There are no police officers that you can see. There are still people in the streets. So if you were to try and like go in through the front door, someone could see you, especially people like in the pizza shop could see you. But yeah, so everything here seems to have a back alley, as is classic.
Is there a fire escape in that back alley?
What? What about the girl in the window? Should we like talk to her about her dad or something?
Hey, Sue, would you like to do something exciting?
Are you talking to me like I'm 4?
Because you act like you're 4 sometimes.
What's the thing?
I'm going to lace my fingers together and rest them on my knee, and I'm going to boost you up so you can pull this fire escape down so we can get into the apartment without being seen.
I could just get that.
Then just get it.
All right. Do we want to talk to the girl first, though?
Yeah, the fire escape to which building?
Sam's.
Okay.
Connected to Sam's. Well, I guess if they're, I assume it's like they have a house, like an apartment attached to the store.
I was just gonna ask, shouldn't we maybe ring the doorbell first?
So you don't know if Sam lives above his shop.
Okay.
They are residential areas, but there's no guarantee that that's where he lives.
Even if there is an apartment above, even if it's not Sam's apartment, if there's an apartment above that store, we should investigate like who lives there.
Okay.
But we should ring the doorbell. My 2 cents. Tara is not going to participate in breaking and entering situation.
Oh, why not? Come on.
She has what does my character sheet say? Duty and responsibility. Incorruptible.
Bah.
She's gonna roll her eyes hard because she knows she can't stop you guys and just turn the other way and finish her pizza. But we could just she's gonna see you guys doing this. Like Tara's literally just standing there like eating her pizza with a pinky out and is like, Vic, Sue, you know these apartments have front doors, right?
Don't look at me. I just wanted to go and talk. Fuck.
Ha.
Oi! Don't look at me. I just wanted to go and talk to the girl above the flower shop first.
Oh, the one who closed the blinds and ran away when you shouted at her from
Yeah?
the street, Sue?
It's suspicious. We should see what she knows.
There's nothing suspicious about a woman shying away from a window when a young man is shouting at her.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying maybe your approach leaves something to be desired.
So, we should go in like knock on the door this time then.
That sounds like a great idea. She's like folded her pizza up at this point and takes a huge bite while making eye contact with Sue.
Hey, oh, hey.
For Mark, yes, this is a family business.
Taste it. Don't inhale it. Come on.
Look, Tara does not get mad. She gets crazy. So you're gonna knock on the door then?
You done with your pizza, Miss Big Bite?
Listen, I'm enjoying myself over here. I'm not trying to interrupt your investigation. I'm just trying to get you from getting arrested this evening.
I never said I was breaking into anything. I don't know why you're looking at me like this.
No more shouting at windows. No more trying to boost each other into apartments. Go knock on the door. We will talk to this young man.
Listen, if Sam lives there, there's people on the street. If they do live above it, he has a wife. She's not going to be there. She's going to be at the police station answering questions.
A great point, honestly. But I do agree with Sue. We should try and talk to this young woman in the building.
Sure. Go try to talk to the woman who is probably very on her guard right now because her father was just beaten.
That's good, yeah.
You do your thing. Don't let me try to stop you.
We'll take this other Coke that I have. That will help.
It's a good idea.
Huh.
Very nice. Everyone loves a Coke.
It's not going to look suspicious at all. You waving a Coca-Cola at a girl in a window. No one's going to think that's very weird at all. I promise.
We're going to knock on a door.
I'm not gonna go to the window again.
Tara is going to go with. If we're going to the door, Tara will go with Sue because she looks, fancy.
Okay. Yep. You can.
My feelings are.
Yeah, you can see next to Los Ramos there is a sort of a side door that looks like it would lead you to an upstairs apartment. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a doorbell? We just knock.
You knock.
Okay, we knock. Tara's like knock.
You can hear like ever so slightly like footsteps like coming down some stairs, and you sort of hear like a feminine voice say, "Hello."
Yes. Good evening. My name is Tara. I'm Tara from All Seeing Eye, private investigator. Do you have just a moment to speak with me?
You hear a deadbolt undo, and the door cracks a little bit, but it's got that little metal chain. And a younger woman, a child, sort of like puts her, kind of like sticks her head around. You can see her eyes out the crack in the door.
Tara's gonna crouch down and also tug on Sue's sleeve as she crouches down to sort of bring him down if possible. Hi, sweetie. My name's Tara.
Yeah, hi. How can I help you?
Hi. We noticed it's been sort of a scary night here.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. Do you know the man who owns the store on the corner?
Oh yeah, Mr. Sam. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Nice man?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Do you know the man who owns the shop below your house?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Your dad. What was their dad's name?
Julio?
Julio? It's Mr. Julio?
Down by the school.
Thank you. I should have written it down. I forgot to write it
Julio.
down.
Yeah, Julio. Julio.
Okay. Your dad's Mr. Julio.
Yeah. Yeah, he runs the flower shop. It's beautiful.
Very nice. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I was gonna have like there's like a flexion with her voice, like she can't say the word right, and I was like, no, she's not like a 2-year-old or anything. So no, she's She can say the word beautiful.
She's a child. What is she like under 10,
Yeah.
like a preteen?
Yeah, under 10.
Under 10. Okay, she's like elementary school age.
Mhm.
Okay.
You
So
can't tell the age of people because you thought I was like 17 or something. So rude.
so she's like, "Oh, that's so good. Thank you so your dad has a beautiful shop. I did hear that your dad got hurt recently though. I'm so sorry."
Yeah, he had an accident in the shop.
An accident.
Mhm.
And she looks back at Sue like suspicious, like an accident.
You're not here by yourself, right? Like your mom's here.
Yes. Mom's upstairs.
Mom is not upstairs. um, Tara's going to just clear her throat a
Sue
little
gives
bit.
Tara this look like,
Sweetie, is your mom upstairs?
Yes. She's
Okay. I want to go ahead and I don't know what this would be. Like I want her to admit the truth to us. I don't know why though. Like let me think about this for a second. Like what do we have to gain from this child? Sue, what is your intent questioning this child?
I didn't know they were a baby.
I didn't know they were 8.
Ages are nebulous in this game. We have no idea how old anybody
I mean,
is.
once again, Tara is going to treat this child like she's a little adult and be like, is your mom upstairs?
I mean, you can. It won't take you a whole lot of investigation to realize that there's a stronger than not chance that she is lying, but was told, if anybody asks, yes, we're home, just we're busy type.
Okay.
So like,
like anybody who has been told when they're a child, like,
Yeah,
if
don't
anybody comes to
stranger
the door,
danger.
don't answer the fucking door.
Stranger danger.
so like, do you know what kind of accident your dad had?
No, mommy just said he was in an accident.
I'm
And
gonna
so
guess
where's
that.
your mom right now?
She's upstairs.
Okay. Just check in.
She's
She can't come to the door.
she's busy right now. Maybe I should go back and help her.
She's cooking dinner, right?
Yes, she's cooking
Yeah,
dinner.
she can't let the meatloaf burn. Don't worry about it. We believe you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of information, like I don't know what kind of information I want to get out of this child. Like I'm genuinely not sure.
Here you go.
Now, this is gonna
takes it.
just you might not know this, sweetheart, but do you remember anything about the men who came and talked to your daddy?
No, I'm not in the shop very often, so I don't know
Okay.
the customers.
Did you hear any bangs or crashes when maybe it was happening? Were you upstairs here with your mom?
Oh yeah, I heard the accident. It was I heard the window break. It was it was very scary. You can see your eyes are starting to even tear up, just like
Yeah.
remembering the event.
It can be pretty scary. It was probably dangerous for your dad too, with all the glass.
But mommy was here. She protected me.
That's great. Do you remember? Did you hear your daddy talking to anybody? Just hear anything they were saying? Maybe.
No, he was. I guess he was yelling as whatever he tripped on or whatever happened, but
That's fine.
I can't do this. It's too sad.
Yeah, Tara also can't take it. She's like, this is so sad.
Here, you can have my Coke too. I didn't open it yet.
We're definitely giving this kid Sue's Coke.
We appreciate you talking to us. We don't want to keep you. I'm sure Dennis soon.
mm-hmm.
Are you hungry?
No.
Okay.
All
Because
right,
your
well,
mom's cooking for you right now, right?
Are you Are you under the impression that like the mom is dead or something? Like,
No.
Yes,
she's-
it sounds so
she's not there.
suspicious.
okay, because that's not it. The kid's just home alone right now.
Yeah.
Okay, mom's probably.
Yeah, but,
I
like-
mean, mom's probably at the hospital.
She's been gone for like
Most
2
like-
days though. What if she's hungry?
Do you know her mom's been gone for 2 days?
An
She's gonna be-
8-year-old can make a tuna sandwich.
She said her mom's
Okay.
not here. She just said, her mom isn't necessarily not here for 2 days.
Yeah.
She's not here right now.
Right now,
Mhm.
it's fine. I don't want to scare this child anymore. Tara's just gonna be like, "Well, thank you so much. You were so helpful."
Okay, yeah, thank you. And like slowly closes the door.
Vic will hand her a quarter before she leaves.
Nice, a fortune.
It's like, ooh, pretty.
Not pretty. That's like a handful of bubble gum.
Exactly.
Big
She-
handful.
She gets some nickel candies, some penny candies.
I was saying penny
Yeah.
candy. You know,
Yeah.
She said for a fucking month of penny candies.
living large.
She would if there was a convenience store to shop at.
Damn. Okay,
Shit.
right. We've questioned the little girl above the flower shop. Julio's been through it, man. Okay, so should we go do the door for the apartment above the convenience store?
Mm-hmm.
All right, pizza's gone, Coke is gone. We're down a quarter.
We didn't drink it. We just gave it to a little girl.
You drank one.
No, I gave her my Coke.
Thought you got two.
I did. I gave her
I-
2.
You gave her both Cokes.
She's gonna be so hyper.
You're bouncing off the walls.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've created a monster. I hope you're happy.
Uh,
Nobody's home to be annoyed by it. It's fine.
That's true. She's by herself. She's gonna be seeing into infinity. It's a lot of sugar and caffeine for an 8-year-old.
It is
All right.
indeed.
Let's go. Let's go to the convenience store apartment door, and Tara is going to knock again.
Okay. Yeah. You knock, and you can hear footsteps. Someone taller this time, or well, heavier at least. You can like see like a little like peep door type thing, and the door opens up, and you can just see the little like square of eyes and a face.
Mhm.
Hello. It's a
Hi,
Gentlemen.
Tara from All Seeing Eye Private Eye. Private. How do I introduce this? Like Tara from All Seeing Eye Private Investigation. That's what I'm going to say. Tara from All Seeing Eye Private Investigation. How are you this evening?
doing good, and yourself?
Just had a great slice of pizza over at Laser Hot. Amazing Supreme. Have you been there?
Yeah. I get pizza there all the time.
Very good. What slice do you get? I need to know for next time.
Sort of like puts his like face like to see like if there's someone out there, like if he's being tricked or something, like if someone's trying to like
Good. This is what I'm going for. Disarming.
I don't know. I usually get either like the pepperoni or the sausage. One of those two usually.
Tara just looks back like, oh, Sue, I feel so bad. We really should have gotten you that pepperoni. Apparently it's incredibly popular. Next time, I promise. We're coming back. Anyway, I didn't catch your name.
Yeah, because I didn't give it.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, again, I'm Tara. We were just going around the neighborhood talking to folks. You live above quite the hotspot.
Oh, are you some kind of reporter? No, you said you weren't a reporter. You investigator. Okay, so you're investigating Sam
Right,
here.
private investigator. Yes. We actually, I don't know if you'd be interested, and I kind of look back at Sue and Vic, like, should we show this guy the note?
He says like, oh, he looks and he's like, okay, yeah, I'm David. Been here for a while now, maybe about a year.
Do you know how to use a pen?
Yes.
Sure.
So I want to point something out. You guys mentioned this before, but didn't like follow up on it. When you mentioned the note about the shark, the young cashier, the one that was like 12 or 14 or whatever, responded to it.
Oh. I
Like
thought he
he's-
didn't recognize anything about it.
No, he had the big eyes, and one of you was like, that's interesting. We need to come back to that. And then you kept talking. So I was like, you noticed it. You said it at the time, and I just wanted to know if you guys forgot or your characters would.
I don't think that any of us actually noticed it. Maybe you interpreted that we did, because I don't.
No, Vince noticed.
Oh, well, then why did you say something?
Because I thought we were on the same page. Because you asked him about the shark pizza, his face got big. Vic said, "Yeah, I'm going to order this, but we're going to get back to that face you just made."
I thought you were talking about my face.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Sue's face.
No.
I thought you were talking about Sue's face. I'm so sorry.
Just everybody's making too many faces here.
A very animated crew.
I know. What is with this crew?
Okay, so sorry.
I
didn't realize.
Pretend back it up, or just when we finish talking to this guy, just go back?
I think we can continue. We probably should show him the note, though, right? Like.
Okay. Showing him the note, he doesn't seem to respond. He doesn't know why there would be sharks here.
All right. Well, do you know what happened tonight, like below your feet?
I know there was some kind of accident. The cops were here. Something happened here in the one-stop shop. No.
Yeah.
Tara leans in. Oh, go ahead.
Do you know what Sam's wife's name is? Like Linda or something?
Yeah, I think that's about right.
About right. All right. Do you know where we can find her?
Like her. No, I don't know their address.
Well, fuck.
Tara's gonna lean in and say, "You said that Sam had an accident."
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's why the cops were here, and I saw one of them. The ambulance came through, so I figured, maybe he got robbed or, somebody got hurt. I mean, I don't know. Either he was in an accident or I don't know.
You notice any other accidents in the neighborhood, David?
Well, if you're referring to Los Romos, yeah, I know about that one. I wasn't here for it, but I heard about it.
I was really hoping that David would have been there. We could have asked about that. Okay. All right. What do we think David's gonna know? He said he didn't hear anything. Can I tell? Does he seem like he seems pretty candid? My assumption is that he's pretty candid.
Yeah, you're just asking him information about Miller Square, and he's telling you.
Okay. David, we've heard from some of the business owners here that there's quite a lot of criminal activity in the area lately. People paying protection fees, for instance. Are you a business owner in the area by any chance?
No. I work out over by the harbor.
Great. Well, have you noticed any of this criminal activity going on while you've been home?
I have seen a few people in what you want to call it, like uniforms, like costumes. They all kind of dress the same.
White shirts by any chance?
Yeah. I've noticed them around. I didn't know why. But you saying like protection money made me think of like the mob or whatever. Like, yeah, I mean, that could be them.
Any other defining characteristics? No. I mean, I never really run into them. I just seen them, walking down the street every now and again, getting into. Every now and again they get into a fancy car, but. Fancy car, you say?
Mm-hmm.
A type of car that you see around this part of town, by any chance?
I'm not out of character. I'm not sure I understand your question. Are you asking if you see that car now, or?
Maybe like the type, if it's a fancy car, that to me says it's out of the ordinary. Like maybe he wouldn't see that kind of car in this part of town, like in Miller Square.
Correct. Yeah, it stands out. Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be from a different. I think Tara's trying to suss out if it's from maybe a different part of town. Mm-hmm. I want to find out where are the sharks coming from?
It's just a more like glamorous type of car.
Okay.
Higher end. So like the people who are driving here, if they're not walking or using public transit and they're driving here, they're going to be sort of blue collar, lower, middle to lower class just grabbing a bite to eat, doing their own laundry. Whoever's driving this car has their own laundry machine or has their own people to do their laundry type. He's like, yeah, he said in words that I wouldn't know for the time period. He sort of describes that as whoever's driving that car ain't from around here.
They from around these parts.
Yeah.
Tara feels attacked.
I was gonna say, like Tara.
Tara definitely feels self-conscious and just like clears her throat and like darts her eyes away quickly and is like, gotcha. Great. So you work at the docks, you said.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do here, I guess maybe you guys can help me out. I want to find out if maybe this guy has seen these people or maybe the vehicle. Like, I want to see if he's...
Or a shark.
Or a shark. Like, I want to know what he's seen. Not an actual shark. Has he seen this stuff anywhere else around town? Because the docks aren't nearby. We've established that we're quite far from the water.
Yeah.
So he has to travel a long way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got probably about a 45-minute ride plus a little bit of a walk to get from here to work.
Okay. So, like, how do I want to ask this to this guy? I want to see if he notices similar people maybe on his commute.
No, he's seen a couple of them here, and that's it. He doesn't see him anywhere else really.
Okay. So Philip, GM, what is the path from like Miller Square to the docks? It sounds like it would not cross that part of town where this fancy car might be from. If he's not seeing them.
Yeah, we can say that. There isn't really a hard and fast map of the city.
Okay.
So yeah, but there's he doesn't go to the types of areas where the people with that kind of car would spend their time, free time or their job or whatever. So yeah, he's just not in that area. So that's why it sticks out to him. He doesn't get to see it regularly.
Okay. What else do we want to ask this guy? Like we've established,
I don't know anything.
He hasn't heard anything. He heard an accident, I guess. So wait, did we ask that? He said he was home, right, when the accident happened, and he heard.
Yeah, he just knows there was some kind of accident. He saw the cop car in the ambulance.
He didn't see anything. He did hear something. He doesn't
These
have
guys with white shirts show up on the dock at all?
No.
Skulking around?
Nope, have not seen them.
So they're specifically in this neighborhood.
It's the only place I've seen them.
Yeah.
David, super strange question. Do you know anyone named Honeylip?
No, I don't.
Weird name, right?
Damn it! Yeah. Such a unique name. You sure you don't know Honeylip?
No, sorry.
Can I lick your face really quick in case you are Honeylip?
No, you cannot.
Right. Don't lick anyone's face, Sue. That's how you get communicable diseases.
I mean, influence is gone, right? It's not a thing anymore.
Okay. I don't really know what else I would want to ask David here. I don't want to pursue this line of questioning into the ground.
Hey, you know anything cool to do around here?
No.
All right, thanks.
Little thing closes.
Actually, Sue, that's a great line of questioning. Tara just like really quickly like puts a well-manicured hand on the door, just gently, just a little push. Actually, David, any late night spots in Miller Square where folks hang out? Besides Laser Hot Pizza, of course, and the laundromat. We've already been there.
No, I mean, liquor store's always got somebody in it, but no, yeah. Once it starts to get dark, this place kind of turns into a ghost town.
So there's nowhere to really have Miller time, is what you're saying?
No.
Great, good. Liquor store it is. Thank you so much, David. Actually, I think we ought to probably leave David the business card as well. Tara's just going to like 2 fingers, slip it through this remaining crack in the door. Like, our business card, if you hear anything, you're right above a crime scene for all intents and purposes. If you happen to hear anything, here's our card. You can call the office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yep, he takes it and heads out.
Now that we've weirded out everybody in the neighborhood. Yeah.
So that still leaves the beauty salon, which has been closed for a couple days. The one-stop shop.
The little kid that we didn't talk to who wrote the note.
Yeah. The liquor store, and I think that's. Yeah. Is that everything? Did I miss
Yeah,
anything?
we've been around.
We have about an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's
okay.
the main buildings here. So you want to go back over to Laser Hut?
Okay.
Okay, you go back in. Kid at the counter, like, once he sees, like, want a second slice, huh? Yeah.
I appreciate your confidence, child.
I mean, I think Vic noticed this, so I'm gonna let you take the lead on this this interrogation.
Yeah, apparently we weren't on the same page earlier, me and my friends here. But I noticed the face you made when we mentioned sharp pizza. Is there a reason for that? Oh, I just saw the neck recoil. That's a bad poker face.
He is like 12.
He's 12.
You gotta learn
14.
young.
I like Vic imparting like street smarts to this child.
He
Especially when you're caught, kid. Don't flinch. It's how you tell people know when you're lying.
Tara's like, Vic, we do want him to answer questions though.
I know. I'm just teaching him for later. He can't lie to me.
he sort of looks and he like kind of like looks over at his brother. He's like, what?
Don't worry. We talked to your brother before. We're on the same page.
Okay.
Like we weren't, but we are.
Okay.
I was reading the paper. I didn't push my button down for a second there. I was just talking into my coffee mug.
What are you asking?
I mean, we happened to get a note earlier. Somebody ding dong ditched us. And the note mysteriously smelled like.
That's so funny. I was like, oh man, only kids ding dong ditch. It's you. You did it. It's you.
And apparently the note smelled a lot like pizza. It's very weird.
Kid like smells his fingers a little bit. Like, yeah, I guess.
I know. I had a friend who used to work in a sandwich shop and used to come home smelling like sandwich meat all the time. You can't get rid of it, kid.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Yeah. I did give you the note. I was hoping you could help.
Yeah, that's fine. We're here. That's why we're here. We're not mad. We're just following the trail, and the trail led us right here.
Tara leans down and she's like, "Sweetie, it really helps if you put your name on the note."
I didn't.
Or don't leave, so we could talk to you.
I didn't want anyone to know it was me. Willie
Even
said
the
he
people who
could.
needed to help you.
Willie said he could take care of it.
Willie.
His brother.
Who's? Oh.
Well, you know.
That's real. That's
No. Michael. He's the kid you're talking to is Willie. There's name tags. He's got a name tag on it. It says Willie. The other one's got a name tag that says Michael.
So, you might say he's William from Miller Square.
Where's Billy right now? Somebody summon Billy! All right. That's cool. Okay, so we got William. William is the
Babby.
Willie.
Babby.
Yeah.
The small
Michael
kid.
is the older brother.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay.
I mean, we believe your brother could handle it, but sometimes it's easier to get help. Don't shake your head at the kid. Let him believe. He's a child still.
I don't believe in lying. That's not true.
There you go. First lie right there. But it doesn't hurt to ask for help, and that's why you came to us, for help. So why don't you tell us what you know?
In my headcanon, somehow, like, even though this is just a pizza shop, you have a coffee mug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I brought it in with me.
Like, he's just like, where did you get that from? We don't have mugs. It still has the Laser Hot logo on it, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually have coffee in it. He just is carrying it around and just doing this every once in a while.
That's Vic's thing, is like just always with a cup of coffee.
Instead of like a cigar or a cigarette, coffee.
That's why he's willing to stay in that office, because he gets free coffee from downstairs.
Yeah.
Sorry. So what was the question?
How can we help you?
You delivered a note. You need help. We're here to help. Tell us what you know.
It's dangerous here. Things are starting to get bad, and I think that one shark is gonna be is it, and I'm worried about it.
Which shark is this?
I don't know. My brother said there's one shark that's like in Miller Square.
Is it a man? Is his name Honey Lip?
I've heard that before, but I don't know. I just remember my brother talking about the shark that was alone and the troubles that he was having.
Okay. So yeah, it's probably the same guy we're thinking of. Not an actual shark, don't worry. You can go to the beach still, although it's a little rainy and cold, so probably not.
So you can find the shark?
We can find the shark. We'll talk to the shark.
Okay.
We'll try to help everybody around here, make sure everybody's safe, gets to enjoy their pizza and Coca-Colas, and just go about your business.
You can see he's relieved.
You play stickball in the street, not have to worry. Sorry, stick and hoop. That's what it is. Oh, they played stickball. Yeah.
It's the 1930s, not the
I
1830s.
was going to say, yeah, stick and hoop is a little earlier.
We've graduated to things like kick the can, I think. I don't know. What did we do before there weren't video games? I'm not sure, really.
Kick the can, stickball.
Mm-hmm. Hacky sack?
Tag.
Are we playing hacky sack? Red Rover?
Rock fight.
Rock fight.
Rock fight.
A classic game of rock fight.
We used to have eggcorn fight. We were out in the woods, and rocks were too hard, but acorns were fine, even though they had the points on them.
Ooh.
Acorns are small. Those hurt.
Yeah.
All right.
So okay, it's just the shark. It's fine. Is there anybody else that maybe you see around here when you're working that looks like they're not from here? Suspicious. Aside from maybe some guys wearing white T-shirts with suspenders.
I've seen them a couple times.
Coming here for pizza at all?
No, they usually have a conversation with Willie.
Well, they're crazy.
With Michael, sorry.
Because they should come in here for a slice, because great pizza.
Thank you.
All right.
But we don't want to keep you for too long. You're busy.
Like 20 people behind us again.
Yeah, exactly.
Just tapping their foot, like, come on.
Tara's oblivious. Tara's absolutely oblivious. She's like, no one exists in here. But good line of questioning.
But yeah, we'll see what we can do about this shark.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Tara's like, and next time you leave a note, let us know who it's from.
Okay.
That destroys anonymity, Tara.
Tara just rolls her eyes.
No one wants to be a snitch.
Yes, something snitches get stitches, like they say.
They do. Sometimes worse than stitches, Tara.
All right. I'm glad we went back and pursued that. That's good. Who wrote the note was actually killing me. Okay, Sue has gone. We've lost Sue.
Yes. She had
No, Sue is gone.
So that leaves here, at least here in Miller Square, leaves the one-stop shop, the liquor store, and the hair salon.
Okay. I do at some point want to see if we can maybe get close to the one-stop shop crime scene. Like, I think we would be able to find out if there was evidence of a struggle, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
you
even
can-
know if we need to. I feel like we can infer that there was probably some foul play.
Yeah, knowing that there was an ambulance here and you've heard that he hung himself. But I mean, other than everyone who knows that he's dead heard that he hung himself. So
Okay. Okay. Weird that nobody saw anything. What's this convenience store look like? Like, what? Give me the rundown on the facade.
its walls are all sort of like tinted glass.
Hmm.
There's something on them
Hmm.
so that it a little bit harder to see in.
Okay.
But it's not like super difficult. Like you standing there, if lights were on right now, you'd be able to
Hmm.
see in. But it's just a typical convenience store. It's just rows after rows of road maps and candies and chips.
No, that's the flower shop.
What?
Rows after rows.
Nice.
Ba, ba, da, ba.
Yeah.
Very
So
good.
candy, chips, drinks, and then you've got some stuff like medicine, car stuff. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Okay, is the police tape just across like the front door? I guess it's not blocking off the area in front of the store.
Yeah, it's mostly just on the door. And
Okay.
whipping in the wind a little bit from, overuse of it because they could.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
They
I
probably
wonder
would have
if we're
blocked
able
off part
to.
of the sidewalk so that they had
Oh, okay.
access or whatever, but there's no one there to monitor it. No one there to police it, as it were.
Ah ha ha. Okay, so we could probably just. Are we able to walk up and look in the windows?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna walk up and look in the windows. What do I see? What do my elf eyes see?
A standard convenience store in the dark.
Do they have ding dongs?
Unfortunately, the candy aisle is not facing the window, but probably.
That's annoying. That's annoying. Um, Tara doesn't care about the ding dongs. Okay. Is there any evidence of an accident having occurred in there? Does it look tidy? Does it look dirty? Like, does it look disorganized?
It looks pretty tidy.
Okay. Are we able to see evidence of the alleged hanging that occurred?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna get anything out of the storefront unless we were to go in, and I don't know that I want to break into this store.
There are alleyways, so there is a back door. If you're worried about being seen from the front door, you can go in
Definitely.
through a back alley.
Definitely. I don't know. What do you think, Aaron? Should we just go right in here, or should we try the other stores first?
Back alley will probably have less people if we want to get in here. Be waving a light in here in the middle of the night.
I
It's
would
gonna
have
be
talked to all the people
suspicious.
before they close.
Oh yeah, you
So-
want to do the other shops before the liquor store before they close?
Yeah.
Got a couple more hours, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down. Before we get into trouble breaking and entering.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'd stroll over there.
Okay. Let me know if you guys can see it or not.
Yeah. There's a tiger.
Yes.
Liquor roar, am I right?
Wait.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's because it's fucking Miller Square. That's the Gucci tiger.
What?
This really is Billy coded.
It's Billy coded.
If
Okay.
anything can drown out the sorrows of Miller Square, it must be here. The bell at the door of the liquor store keeps ringing as clients come and go. Amidst beer fridges and cases of wine, there's a narrow counter where the tall, quiet man in glasses and a leather jacket is reading a book. When you enter, he gives you a long, hard look.
What's up?
The liquor store where is it relative to the convenience store?
It is the opposite corner. So the same, like when you look out the window of the pizza place, you can see the one-stop shop, and then the other side is the laundromat. That would be same street, I guess, and then this one is diagonal corners.
Okay, so this window looks out onto the convenience store.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. Going right in, team, crew. In we go.
Yep, you can
All right.
see the owner just sitting behind there kind of reading a book.
It's pretty busy inside, right?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, Tara, as usual, is just going to stroll right in, like, no hesitation. Are you guys coming in?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Since it is crowded, I'm guessing Tara is going to sidle her way up to probably like the end of the counter, not trying to be in the way of this man conducting business.
Yeah. He's got he's got a book on his on beside the table, so whenever it slows down, he just kind of reads some fiction, probably, we'll say it's a detective story.
Okay, what's he reading?
Philip
Detective.
Marlowe.
Philip Marlowe, detective story. Okay.
Mhm.
Tara probably has read a lot of detective stories. I don't personally know any detective stories besides Poirot, honestly. Like that's my bag. But Tara's going to sort of like lean sideways and read the title of the book. Detective story, eh?
Yeah. They're good to read. Passes the time.
Interested in mysteries yourself?
Yeah, sometimes.
I'll stop being cagey. Hello, Tara, all-seeing eye, private investigator.
Hi, George, Miller Square Liquor Store.
Wonderful. So good to meet you, George. These are my colleagues, Sue and Vic.
Oi.
Also,
Pleasure.
private investigation.
Okay.
George. And may I call you George?
Yeah, that's fine. That's my name.
Not even a nickname. I
His
don't know why I
name.
asked. Weird.
Can I call you George? No.
No.
Why would you
Call me
insist? Why would
Mr.
you
or
ask that?
Um, George, I noticed there's quite a lot going on in the neighborhood this evening.
Yeah, there is.
Would you care to elaborate? I feel like everyone has said, yeah, there is, and nobody's really been able to give us any details.
I mean, the big commotion was over at Sam's place.
Anything else besides it being a big commotion? It seems like you have a pretty good vantage point from here to see the front of the convenience store.
He sort of like shifts in his little chair at the register. He's like, "Yeah, I saw him go in. Saw him take Sam out. Heard from someone else that he's gone now."
We did hear the same extremely disappointing news. So sorry for the loss. Did you know Sam personally?
Yeah, all of us business owners kind of know each other. Stick together, keep an eye on each other.
And had you been acquainted with him long?
Yeah, it's been a while now. Been here for a couple of years.
Couple years. So you had a pretty good impression of the kind of person he was.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Why?
Good guy. Generally, people say he's a good guy. A good guy doesn't sound like the type who would get into the kind of trouble that would cause his death, right?
Well, sometimes good guys, you know, things get happening and they get pushed too far. Some people can deal with it, and I guess some can't.
Wondering, like, would these people have known? I guess we knew it was an alleged suicide.
I
So
mean,
I guess the neighborhood would have too.
there's no the cops said it was a suicide.
Okay, so that's why everybody kind of knows.
Yeah, everybody it spread. He killed himself. He hung himself. So there's no currently the only reason you might think that it's not is because he was a nice guy. He seemed like he was in good spirits. He
Yeah,
didn't
really no
seem
reason
depressed. So, but other than people being like, oh, he's a nice guy, I don't know why he did it.
We haven't really had any reason to suspect, other than that we know that there's criminal activity in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, George. It's George, right? Oh my god, my memory's so
Yep,
bad. I
it
have
was
to type
George.
down these names. George at the liquor store. Um, George, we've heard from some of your fellow business owners that there's a group coming around collecting payment for protection.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Oh, you heard about it. Does it affect you personally, by any chance?
Nope.
No. How have you escaped the notice of these protection collectors?
He sort of like looks you up and down, and
She's dressed so well. She looks amazing.
yeah, and you very much don't fit into the neighborhood.
No.
Like the people who are taking their money don't fit into the neighborhood.
Oh.
He's like, because I can defend myself, I can protect my own store. I know how to protect things.
So like, you can beat them up. I'm not very now. Boy.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I can protect my store.
All right, but like, how did you get that point across to them?
They came in here. They started asking me some questions. I didn't like the questions. I told them to leave, and then I made them leave.
All right, are you threatening us now?
Tara's like sweating.
I don't know who you are. I ain't never seen you in my store before.
I said I was Tara. Hi, Tara.
I don't know.
I mean, that's fair, but also we're here. You know the little kid, the little kid over at the pizza place.
You talking about Willie? What about Willie?
Yeah, Willie came in and got us. He said, "Hey," I actually make my voice smaller. "Hey, I'm scared because there's a shark who's all by himself. He doesn't understand what a loan shark is. Isn't that cute? A loan shark fucking with my brother. Can you help me?" And we're like, "Hell yeah, Willie!" So here we are. We're here to help Willie. If you would like to help Willie too, then you will help us.
You can see his demeanor starts to change a little bit. He seems to relax a little.
That's right. Who doesn't want to help the pizza kid?
Help the pizza kid.
So yeah, we're not here to cause you trouble. We're actually kind of here to help your neighborhood. So, if you'd like to not freak out.
Okay. He's like, he like puts his hands up, like, okay. I came on a little strong. I apologize.
That's fair. She does look real posh. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
Tara like flips her hair. She's like, I do, don't I?
Listen, we understand these dangerous and confusing times. You got all kinds of people running around, making demands, making threats.
Yeah.
You don't know who to trust.
Yeah. They last time they were here, they said there was another one that they were going to be sending in, and that she was going to make me pay. So
Tara's like extra sweating. She's like, oh god, he thinks I'm a criminal.
Oh, so alright. You thought it was her, no, it's not her.
Okay.
Did they tell you
Tell
anything
me.
about this girl?
Mm-mm. Just that so after I kicked him out, they said I'd be sorry and that they were gonna send someone after me, but they didn't. I don't know who. She would be coming for me is what they said. So I've been a little on edge.
That's totally fair. That's some useful information too. We could use that. Thank you.
Quick
Sure.
question: Do you know a loan shark by the name of Honeylip?
Yeah, I know him.
Okay, so Honeylip is a man,
Yeah.
and they said they're sending a woman here to supposedly make you do what they want.
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure that information was straight in my head.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know Honeylip?
He came in. He paid me a visit. He thought.
Alright, so he's one of the guys you kicked out.
No, he left on his own accord.
Alright, are they separate, you think? Two different problems?
Wow.
From the sound of it, I believe Honeylip is employing this possible third party femme fatale to come and rough our friend here up or persuade him.
Alright. Did they tell you when she'd be back, or just that she'd be back?
No, they didn't tell me anything like that.
Alright.
Really inconsiderate.
You have a telephone?
Yeah, got one in the office. Why?
We'll give you our business card. When she shows up, you can give us a call.
He like, do you just like hand him the card?
Sure.
He like reaches for it and he's like, reads it and he's like, I mean, I can take care of myself, and like puts it in his pocket.
Yeah, but like, we're gonna help Willie, so like, knowing she's here would help, you know. Obviously, you can take care of yourself. You probably don't need us to help you with this lady, but no, like being able to speak with her or at least see what she looks like or whatever would be good for our investigation.
Yeah. If I see her, I'll let you know. You can come. You can find out whatever her last breaths are. You can get that from her.
All right, okay, yeah. And I like do the like high five me bro thing.
He like does.
Yeah.
You notice on his arm, like, because you go for the high five, you notice he has a tattoo of a white tiger on his arm.
Oh, it's like in the window.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is he Byakko?
Byakko.
No, I don't believe he is Baku.
Alright, that's fine.
I don't know. What is?
He's the god of Gucci. He's the Gucci god.
I was gonna say what is Byakko?
Byakko is a white tiger god in Japan.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the gods of the four cardinal directions.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Gotcha. So yes, that tattoo could be.
He's like either east or west, I think.
I can just
You
pull down
can't remember.
Fushigi Igi. It's right here. We can just
there you go.
the source material.
Yes, he is of Asian descent.
Of the west.
He is of Asian descent, and yes, that could very well be Baku on his arm.
Byakko.
Byakko.
There you go. You got it.
Byakko. That could be
Byakko.
the thing that is on his arm.
Pretty rad. If we found Byakko, honestly. Okay.
Oh, so bro.
Tara's still sweating because she's been mistaken for a criminal, and she's like, "I just want you to know, I've never done anything illegal in my life."
Hilarious that it's the two of us who are criminals at some level, and then you who's spotless, and he's like suspicious of you.
He knew some lady was coming for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tara's like, do I look like the type who would threaten somebody?
You hurt her feelings a little bit.
She's like
That's fine.
definitely in her head about it.
It's alright. He does it. He's just being careful. It doesn't mean anything. Don't worry about it.
I'm so sorry. I never meant to frighten you.
No, it's all good. I'm sorry I came off such a hard ass. I'll be, if you got any other questions, I'll be more forthcoming. I didn't know what to expect from you. So, as you had asked, I saw what happened to Sam, and I wish I could have done something for him. I should have been there to save him.
That to me.
Wait, you say you should have been there to save him?
Mhm.
So you. That's
So
very sad. Hey, do you know where his wife lives?
Yeah, I think so. He like looks through like he sort of like he's like watch the people, and he like walks into his office, like he checks someone out, walks into his office, comes back like a minute and a half later or whatever, and he's got like a piece of paper that he wrote down an address on.
Ah, thanks. We needed this. We went to the apartment above the store, and it was some dude named David. Nothing to
Yeah.
do with his store.
Yeah, no, Sam doesn't live here.
Suppose
think-
that makes
I think
sense
only
somehow.
Julio lives here, and I don't know if anyone else does. I don't think Michael does. Sandra might have. I think she left though. I think she moved out.
Oh, so wait, did she move out or did the store close? Is the store closed?
Yeah, store's been closed for a couple days now.
All right, okay. Do you know if anything happened to her?
No, I don't really know. Last thing I heard from her is she had a had a new boyfriend, fell in fast love and maybe ran off with him. I don't know.
Decisions, I guess.
It's like your socks today, Sue.
Oi, that sucks. That's not a life-changing commitment, all right?
Maybe not for
I
you.
can take those off. I can take those off whenever I want to. I got 3 seconds more sleep because I didn't have to match those socks.
Sure. Good point. All right, so we got information from George. He gave us the address. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to ask this guy. He seems very forthcoming at this point now that he knows Tara's not a threat.
Yes. Yeah, he knows some stuff. He's apparently the only one to stop them, so he doesn't pay yet. He knows there's some lady.
What's with the tigers? Like, that's a lot of... It's on your arm, it's on your window. Just like tigers.
Yeah, it's a newer thing. Like I just recently got that painted on the window.
Oh, it's a newer thing.
Yeah.
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 What?
Nothing.
What are you thinking, Sue?
Nothing.
What's going through your mind, Sue?
No, like, you just decided you like tigers one day. It's like something came to you in your sleep and spoke to you and was like, "What's up? You like tigers now?"
Do you say any of this out loud, or you?
Yeah.
He says, yeah. I don't know, just sort of, I don't know, just came aware of a newfound love of tigers.
A newfound love of tigers.
He's kind of making this stupid face, like, "Did you see what I was saying? You see what he said?"
Tara's like, oh, I see. Like, she definitely didn't get it. Now she's like, oh, excuse me for just a second. Sue, I'm sorry. Do you think there's a mythos at work here?
I think maybe so. Like, this is a bad joke. I'm really sorry. Did he just have to Byako in the back over there and get us that information?
Byako in the back. Byak, go away. Okay.
I can't believe you would say to you that to me.
You what?
Can't believe you would say Ryu that to me.
Genboo.
Genboo!
Genboo. I can't think of a Suzaku one.
Me neither.
Okay.
These jokes suck, Zaku. I'm
They
Oh,
suck.
that's good.
Oh.
I did not match my Suzakus this morning.
Suzakus.
Yeah.
We're out of control at this point. It's not good. Okay.
It's real good.
He's not.
Oh,
he's not being
this is
totally truthful with us.
This is Powered by the Apocalypse base. The last Powered by the Apocalypse game that we played was Teens with Attitude, wherein we would have been racking up points for these puns.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get points for puns and pop culture references.
Yep.
Ah,
well.
All right, this guy is not being totally honest with us. He definitely is. It seems like he probably is hiding something. So, out comes the mirror. Tara's just she's gonna sort of like, Sue is having this conversation. Tara's going to casually like stroll away from the counter, and she's been in her head about being mistaken for a criminal mastermind.
Mirror, mirror in my hand, spill the tea about this man.
That's exactly.
Ooh.
That was so good.
That's amazing.
Just flips it open and is sort of like dab, powder, and angles it so that she can see George. And I do want to do a little investigation to see if he's hiding something from us. Does he know something about his mythos? Does he have a mythos to know something about?
Okay.
So I think shows the truth would be good here, because even if he doesn't know it, I feel like the mirror would show us.
Okay.
And then if he is not being forthcoming, I want to do people with something to hide. So I think those two. And even so, this is a different, again, I just want to make sure I'm not breaking the rules. Because we're in a different situation with different people, it's okay to use those two again in combination.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I will do shows the truth, people with something to hide, and
I'm going to give you a limited view since you're trying to figure out an entire mythos about
that's
just one guy.
completely fair.
If you're Byakko and you know it, raise your hand.
There you go. Okay, you get one clue. And you get an
I want to
8.
suss out and see if maybe there's something mythic about him.
Okay. So you know, you're doing your makeup, you turn a little bit to what's the word I'm looking for? To like face him, you know? And as you do, like you see him and then like you see like you're like looking at him through the mirror and you kind of look at his like part of him. You notice on his arm where the tattoo of this white tiger, you notice that the tattoo looks back at you. Like the head physically like moves
Like
and
Petunia and Pete.
yeah, well,
Watch your
Nobody
dance.
no, I know
That's
the
my
dance, yeah. No, this like the head actually moves to meet your gaze in reflecting in the mirror. So, like normally like you just look at someone's tattoo and the tattoo like realizes it's being seen and like moves to look back at you.
Amaterasu, Tara is going to maintain eye contact with this tattoo in the mirror and like quirk an eyebrow.
It's sort of like you can see the tattoo start to like the head is on the shoulder and the arms kind of like the legs kind of go down his arm, and you can see that like as you watch it, it looks like the tattoo is starting to like walk down his arm as you keep staring down this this big cat.
Big cat. I'm gonna look around my shoulder and see if it looks this way outside of the mirror.
You can the mirror the tattoo does look a little different.
Uh-huh.
A little more of it does seem like it is showing on his arm than maybe you noticed 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like it's actively moving, but it does seem like it is now further down his arm.
Okay. Um. Tara is gonna turn back around, and she's still a little nervous because she does not love being mistaken for a criminal.
So you got an 8 on that. So
Oh,
you got your point, right? Because you got 2 minus 1 for the attention, right? So you got the one question, but because it was only like a partial success for an 8.
Yeah.
You notice like as you're like looking through, you turning around through past the window, you notice a kind of expensive looking car drive past the street.
I'm gonna alert Vic and Sue to this.
I mean, Vic's gonna immediately try to get a license plate.
Nice, thank you.
You're gonna just like dart out of the building.
Not gonna dart out. I don't want to alert my companions. You guys can dart out if you want, but I want to ask this guy if he's seen the car before.
I was saying, is it like still visible from the big window?
Yeah, like if you can, it's starting to move. It looks like it's making a turn. So you have to head out and try and see where it's going.
Yeah, Vic will walk out to the curb and make it look like he's checking the back of his paper, but he'll try to write down the plate on the paper.
Okay.
Do you know how to use a pen?
Do you know how to read?
I'll read the note.
Yeah, so you get out there and you like see it driving, and you start to write down, and then you notice that it stops.
Do we all notice this stops?
Nope,
Or just Vic?
Just Vic, because it's
Okay.
now past the window of the liquor store. You can't notice, but it has stopped, and there's some people getting out of the car heading for an alley. Yeah.
Is it the alley that's attached to the liquor store?
Nope. It's connected to the Laser Hot Pizza.
Oh no, where Willie is.
All right, I'm gonna
Was.
pop my head back in. Be like, that car we've been looking for. It's making a pit stop right now.
Right.
Tara's definitely going to turn to George and be like, so sounds like something's happening. Are you busy right now?
I mean, I got a business to run. What are you saying?
It seems as though my colleague has spotted a very fancy vehicle with some very suspicious people getting out of it,
Suspicious people.
going into an alley near
Going
the
to
Laser Hot Pizza.
Going to potentially have a chat with our favorite local eatery.
I'm just thinking if we're going to have a chat with some men in white shirts coming out of a fancy car, might not hurt to have somebody around who's driven them away once.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He like starts to get up and he starts like finding the 2 or 3 people who are still in there like looking for wine and like figuring out which cheap beer they want to buy for the night, and starts like come on people, we got to go. We got like, do you want it? No, you're out. Let's go. Come on. And
Tara's like thinking
We'll be open in 20 minutes, but for right now you got to get out.
Yeah, so he starts
I got to take a shit. Get out.
he starts forcing everybody out, and he'll
Seems like a real life thing that you've done before.
Man, I've never forced people out of the store, but I've definitely been like, okay, good, get out, and then lock the door and put a back in 10 minutes sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah.
Go drink on the sidewalk. I'm busy.
Okay, so yeah, he starts that process. Are you gonna wait for him to finish? You come in as a group? Or...
Oh no, let's go early.
Yeah, I think we should go. We say, meet us in the alley by Laser Hot Pizza.
Okay.
Should we go to the alley or should we go in the front door and be like, we're in here, you can't kick us out?
Who would kick out of what?
I think maybe we should go in and try to warn them that the alley is full of bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sue,
Down for that.
you can watch out for Terra for a minute, right?
Obviously.
Cool. I'm gonna go check and talk. I'm gonna go talk to the driver of the car for a second.
Oh, have fun.
Gonna have a nice little chat.
Okay. So the 2 of you are heading into the restaurant, and
I think
Vic, you're heading straight to the car. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sue and I are gonna go into the pizza restaurant.
Yeah, they're gonna get back up in a sec. So.
Okay.
We've asked George to go to the alley, so.
So then the 2 of you inside the restaurant, you see Willie still standing at the register, and you see the third guy that was helping make food.
But no Michael. Okay. Willie, hey, it's me again. You're probably so sick of seeing me by now. Where is your brother?
I don't know. He stepped out a minute ago. I don't know.
Fuck.
Okay, Willie, do me a favor. If you have a phone and you can call some law enforcement, I would love for you to do that right now. If not, I need you to shut the back door and don't open it for anybody, okay?
Okay.
Great, thank you so much.
For Vic, you get to the car. The car's off. There's no driver.
Okay. What's up?
Steal it.
I said steal it.
I mean, I could steal it, or I was gonna disable it.
Ooh, yes, good. I love it.
So yeah, Vic, is the door open? Because they all just kind of hopped out, or is it locked at all?
It's 1930s. There's no locks on cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can tell they as you come up from behind it, you can you thought. Okay.
You thought
it was you thought there was someone in there because it's still running, but it's not. There is no one inside. So maybe this stop wasn't planned. It was just like shit, and they popped out.
Gotcha.
Maybe when we deactivated the hypnotism on the guy, they were like, "Uh-oh," and then we
That's
didn't
not
check
your
on
accent.
him. This is out of character. I can talk how I want to.
Yeah. So Vic's gonna turn the car off. I'm gonna use burning knuckle. I'm gonna use burning knuckle and I'm gonna slip my brass knuckles on real quick, and I'm going to put my middle finger in the ignition and melt the keyhole.
Okay.
I really appreciate the attention to detail there.
Okay, so that would probably be change the game.
Okay.
So you're just going with your burning knuckle?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think anything else really applies there, unfortunately, but
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe engineering if you're trying to be very specific about what you're doing, like if you're trying to only get one aspect of it to burn or something. But
I mean, I'm fusing the receptor for the key pretty much.
okay.
So nothing's gonna be able to turn the ignition pretty much. Less finesse, more blunt force finger fucking.
Did you turn off the car first?
I did.
Yes.
Otherwise, I could just gas it. I made sure to turn it off first. So then they get in. They're like, "What the hell is this?"
Okay. Yeah. You spend the juice, you get it. So you're going to give it a status of 1. So as you reach in and like melt the components, you're in a little bit of a hurry, because there's something's going to go down. You're not able to 100% disable this car. They might still be able to start it, but if they try to escape, this will definitely buy you some time.
Nice.
Gotcha. Then I'll start walking towards the back door they were all coming towards.
Okay. So then I'm gonna grab the spotlight for a minute.
Yeah.
So you turn off the car, light up or ignite the fuse or ignition. Sorry. You step out, and as you step out, like looking down the alleyway, you see Tara and Sue start to come back out of the front of the building, saying, "He's not here," and they meet up with you looking down the alley. You hear a trash can get knocked over, like that, classic metal hitting the ground and a little bit of scuffling. So something is going on in the alley. You all are aware what's happening, but you don't know who you're going to meet. We are at our time for the night, so we're going to have to call it there. We're going to leave it...
Cliffhanger!
Yep, cliffhanger on the fight that will be protecting Michael. And
We gotta save Michael.
Yeah, George should come help, depending on how long it takes him to get the people out of the way, so you can lock up the store. And yeah, so we will end it there. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope anybody watching likes this new format, see how things are a little bit different and what this story has to offer. Hopefully I'll get better at running it. We'll all get better at playing it.
Oh, that's fine. We want to thank Philippa as always for running. Thank you,
Yes,
Philippa.
thank you.
Can't believe you kept that jacket on the whole time.
Yeah. I definitely am going to take a shower as soon as we get out of here. I am very hot. So yeah. But thank you. We have been and will continue to be Plus One Shot. And yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night.